Come on in, like, share. I'm back. I had to take care of some business, but I'm back on here, so let's have this conversation. If everything Black Americans created in America is rooted in Africa, why are they pretending to be Black? Why do they imitate Black Americans in present day Africa? Um, no one was able to really come up here and debunk the other prompt that I had a little while ago. So I would appreciate if somebody would come up and, you know, show me differently because nothing we created here is rooted in Africa. Nothing. Yeah, y'all like, share. I would appreciate it. Come on in, y'all like, share. If everything Black Americans created in America is rooted in Africa, why are they pretending to be Black? Why do they imitate Black Americans in present day Africa? These are questions that I want to have answered. So I want you to come up here if you can explain how things we created in America is rooted in Africa. So yeah, come on up and prove us wrong. Cause I don't see Africans really like leading in any of the areas that Black Americans created and perfected. I just don't see it. Y'all can't rap, can't sing. Who are y'all popular jazz musicians that didn't look to a Black America to learn how to do those things? It's not the other way around. Y'all are looking towards Black America and getting ideas from things that our ancestors created, especially when it comes to music, the way that a lot of y'all dress, the way that a lot of y'all even get your hair cut. So it's not the other way around. It's like we didn't look to Africa to figure out how to do things to, with our hair for the men or women. So, but yeah, like, share. I'll be on here for a little while and we're going to see where this conversation goes. Cause the other one didn't really go anywhere. We had a few, Pan Africans in here that didn't really make a lot of sense with the things they were saying. So I want to have some people come up and let's have a real conversation about this. I mean, it's time to really have this conversation. There's a lot of confused people in the world. So yeah, I appreciate everyone that's liking. Also, please share it. Share it to the group chats and everything so we can have this conversation. Yes, yes, y'all. Like it, share it, and let's get into this conversation. And I want to have a conversation with some of these people from Africa that think this. Well, what up? What up?
That's good, man.
Hey, chilling, chilling.
Uh, what happened to the last room?
I had to take care of something.
Oh, well, I guess I'll go spark up someone to let y'all and way into the room.
What you
Introduce
say?
some. Says I guess I'll go spark this joint up real quick. I
Yeah,
got I
I'll be
got
here
the
for
I
a
got
few hours.
the I'm remodeling my house. I'm, fixing shit, and so the family when I be at the crib, the family not at the crib because they can't breathe in that shit.
Yeah.
So I get that moment. I get to actually be young again, do shit that I do around my kids, like roll up a blunt, son, roll a fat pound of grass and fall on my ass faster than a fat bitch who sat
Hold
down
on,
to
let's hold
grass.
on. We can't talk about that kind of stuff on here, man. They be putting little stuff in the comments about like somebody was had a few shots earlier and they was in here and it was a whole little thing at the bottom about that. So that's kind of monitor. But I definitely understand what you're saying. Like you can really just
oh
do it out in
damn,
the open. You know what I mean? Whatever. Yeah, I get it.
yeah. So let me invite this person. So what happened to Wani?
Well, when I shut it down because I had to do something. So there's probably some people that's still online.
Shane Rashid.
Yes, sir.
Yes. What's going on? Last night. Matumbi. Last night,
Yeah.
I got into it with some dumbasses, man. These late Johnny come latelys and shit, man. They was literally trying to tell me
Yeah.
shit about reparations and all of that, and that shit was mad crazy, bro. Like it was crazy.
Who, me?
Now listen, not you,
Nah.
Rashid. 1 minute, 1 minute. So I don't know what happened, what men said, but when I entered the room, they was going at him hard. And so you know, Brother Dynasty and Big Stepper and them.
Yeah.
And so when I got up there, what it seemed to be is some people from Twitter have migrated here and kind of hold their experience over FBA's heads over here. So I don't know what men said, but I was like, wait, that's D's mod. You know, he's of the lineage because they was thinking he was a tether. It was a really intense moment, but men's wound up leaving, and that's what he's referencing. But men,
I didn't know
I
Lee
Man,
just
y'all
heard
came
what
all came
you
in.
from the
said.
land of
Wait a minute.
Africa. Why y'all
JJ,
yapping?
please. JJ, please. I want to point something out to men, right? So I'm familiar with you. I'm on the mod squad with you and stuff. But that sounds really horrible when you say Johnny come lately to the reparations. You know what we're going through now because you don't know what they've been doing in this city. They're from Cali. You don't know what they're doing, man. And so I think that's where the
No,
problem happened. D that Men's was using his experience over theirs and it went left.
no, that's
But I
not
got
what.
up there and kind of tried to calm it down some, and it seemed to kind of calm down. But at the end of the day, I had to be quiet because Miz got himself into it. I was just letting them know it's friendly fire,
No,
basically with a matter.
no.
I'm
Okay.
gonna live here with a matter of a different of ideology. That's what it sounded like to me. But I'll mute up and Miz can speak for herself.
Yeah. Yo. So first of all, they called me a tether off the bat. They called me a tether off the bat because I said that Black Panthers was a black nationalist organization before it went to that Pan African shit. And they was like liar and all that shit, blah blah. Secondly, when I told him that the Atlanta, Georgia, is going to be Atlanta, Georgia, right now is no longer majority Black American, and they got fucking pissed off about that, and that's 100% what it was over. And they was calling me Tether, all this shit. I'm like, man, y'all some real Johnny come ladies. And he's like, yeah, well, we've been doing the work in Cali. I said, what work you been doing in Cali? I was like, did you call in the California Reparations Task Force hearings? Did you call into any of those and give any submissions? And he was like, we ain't have to do none of that shit and blah blah. I was like, so what reparations you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, what was you doing? Like, I was like, we knew. I was talking to Camilla Moore before she even got on that shit. Like, before the reparations California Task Force was even established. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyway, so they basically that's what the shit was over, and I was laughing because I was like, "Yo, you call it me and Tether?" I was like, "I guarantee y'all have not done not even a quarter of the research that's already been conducted on on your own ancestry that I did on mine, let alone on American history." Because they was talking mad reckless, and that's what I said. And today I'm saying that they're Johnny Come Latelys because they are, and that's what it is. Johnny come lately is fucking regurgitating fucking, you know what I'm saying, outdated talking points from people that can't even really share an opinion today's time because they're not even around. What they're talking about. They're latelys.
My brother, I would just like to know, why did you invite
Real
me up,
quick, all right, where you from, Rashad? What's your
Rashid?
ethnicity?
From
Okay, Rashid.
I'm from Newark, New Jersey. I'm a foundational Black American.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, man, you brought him up here for a reason?
Yes, yeah. I
Uh,
was just watching that first, and it said men's invited you up, and I was like, oh, I wonder, did I do something wrong? Like,
oh no! It must have. I must have hit that screen. When, on here has a screen where it says invite, and it had like I guess must have had your thing on. I must have hit it.
okay, do y'all identify as foundational Black Americans?
Absolutely. I mean,
So,
that's one of our identities. I'm Black American, but yeah, by definition, I'm
Yeah,
FBA, ADOS, all that shit. Free
so
men, all that
I
shit.
at first, so I do like the term foundational Black American because it's something that somebody cannot co-opt and try to get into unless they are part of the lineage. But what I'm starting to see people that claim to be foundational Black American turn into is people like Dane calloway. And I don't know if y'all know who that is, but
That's
that's
crazy.
people that
hold
start
on. You said,
denying.
Dane
Go ahead.
Calloway. He said Dane Calloway.
Yes, sir.
That's an extreme fucking pseudoscience motherfucker. You
Right,
know what
but
I'm saying?
a lot of people that are claiming to be foundational Black Americans are starting to deny parts of the transatlantic slave trade. I heard somebody today say there was only 92,000 Africans that were transported to North America, which would become the United States. So
I
that's
got
kind of
you. I got you. What you're witnessing are people who, because FBA would go viral for certain things, jumped on the bandwagon without understanding why we are calling ourselves foundational Black American, and they think they get to dictate who and what FBA is, why it came about, and how we should roll. A lot of them want to remove the word black. And you got to ask yourself if they're really our American Indians or the cosplaying Latinos and Caribbeans who are trying to latch on to us. So I know what you're talking about when you say that there's these people who seem to follow Dane Calloway. But they ain't going viral for nothing besides getting on my nerves. So they're jumping on a bandwagon and not understanding FBA or the delineation movement and think they could dictate how things should go. So I
right.
feel like,
And I
yeah.
think it's starting to become a problem because a lot of people that are for delineation and like the term FBA are distancing themselves because they believe it's turned into, well, I'm not even black, I'm a Native American type type of situation. Now, I agree that foundational Black Americans, we didn't get our culture from Africa, and we're obviously culturally distinct and ethnically distinct from people in Africa and people in the Caribbean. But at the same time, genetically, I feel like it's crazy to say that we're not African genetically, because that just flies in the face
We
of
are African genetically.
right.
We're not African genetically. It's impossible. We have too many admixtures in our blood to ever match to any of the ancestry and longevity that Africans had mixing with their particular admixtures in that particular continent. We've mixed with people that don't even exist anymore. You know what I'm saying? That's who we're descendants of, people that don't even exist anymore as a people. We're made up of all of that. So we're not identical to any fucking people group outside of the very people group here. And not even here do we have like large, actual, unique, you know what I'm saying, corroborating, identity as far as identical genetic gene pools and stuff, because we all have clusters and certain percentages of various groups here as well
So
amongst us.
you
So
are you are not
the most we're going to have in common is with our people right here, Black America, other Black Americans.
Wait a
so
minute, wait a minute. Am I European? Because I got 20% European DNA. Am I European? I've been around Europeans longer than I ever been around Africa. Africans that wasn't raised with me, not in my household, neither with my children. I'm 51. Everything with an African has been transactional. I know where their hair braiding shops are, but I don't know what their homes look like or where they're concentrated in my city until somebody tells me. They're just not a part of my people group, and that's fine. It's fine to be foundational Black American without saying we're European mix, indigenous mix, or African mix. Our ancestors ceased being African the moment they were captured by rival tribes. Period.
I agree with that, but genetically, do we have African DNA? Because with the whole reparations thing, reparations is for chattel slavery in America, and the
Having
chattel
traces,
slavery.
having traces of African DNA is not the same thing as being African. Having traces, if you were to talk about traces of African DNA, every goddamn person, you know what I'm saying, has a fucking trace of African DNA. Every single person in this globe has a trace somewhere in their fucking genetic sequence and their genome of
But
fucking
do they
African
have
DNA
70 to
trace. Right.
80%?
Hold on.
So when it comes down to this whole conversation of like this whole fucking conversation of who we are as a people, we do not have any percentage high enough to rectify saying that we are the same as the people, the modern African, or the fucking the ancient African. Nor do we say that we are exactly any other ancient people group. We have remnants of ancient and original people groups around the fucking planet. This is what it is, and we will never come back together to make who we are again, because they don't exist. We are what's left of that. We are the evolution of that. And Africans
So
are the evolution of the people groups that was around the fucking
I think he's
continent.
confused, man. You did
I'm
mention
very
reparations. Well,
confused.
can I ask you a question?
Um,
Do you think we need a
yes, ma'am.
DNA? Do you think we need a DNA test to get reparations for U.S. chattel slavery?
Yes, and you know why?
Wrong, wrong.
Because of the
Stay
fact.
there,
Let,
stay
let me
there, stay there. No, no, because that's
can,
misinformation. We don't need a
Hold on,
DNA test.
Rashid.
Period.
Hold
ma'am.
on,
You need
Rashid.
Just
the
let me get it.
documentation.
Hold on, Rashid. Let her finish. You can respond.
Okay, so we're very active in watching throughout the state, throughout the nations, the various states that are in reparation hearings, right? There is no DNA test permissible for our reparation hearings. That's not a requirement. You know what it is? Documentation. Can
They
you
don't even
reach
have
the
samples.
1870 census, 1870 USA Census? Has your parents or your great grandparents, great grandparents been identified as Negro, mulatto, Creole, Negro, Black? Like there's no DNA test that can give us our ethnicity. I've taken 3 of those DNA tests and they don't say Black American, but that's what I am. Please stop, sir. Y'all are muddying the waters. What y'all are trying to do is latch on everybody and their mama, because everybody gonna say, "Oh, look, we got the same things." Blah blah blah. It's not admissible in any reparations hearings, nor will it be. It's documentation.
So
Period.
with what you just said, there are white people that have documented history of uh, uh, slaves. For example, Obama's mother is related to a slave from the 1600s. So if we're going strictly off documentation,
We are. We are.
and
Go ahead.
right, so then you're saying some white people are going to get
Okay.
reparations, which I'm
I didn't say
against. And
that. Mute
Carl,
that's
you
up,
can
why.
go
mute
right
up, mute
after
up, mute up.
you
Because
can
now
go
you're
right
doing
after
too
this
much.
back and forth,
Mute up.
Carl.
So here's the thing. I'm on a public platform. We have people that's trying to tank our reparation hearings, right? Obama's mother has always been known as a YT woman. Why would she get reparations? But if it's for us, Black Americans, she's not on
Because
our
she
claim,
does.
sir. No white person is getting reparations with us. They're not. They're
The
not.
reason why she's not getting it is because she's not black, and the way we could figure
Thank
out if she
you.
is black or not is what?
It's her birth certificate. It don't say black at all.
It
At
don't say
all. But guess who said black? Mine. Mine says black.
your birth certificate say black on it. It don't say black on mine.
Because maybe you're an immigrant. What is your ethnic group? I don't believe you foundational black American.
Right, and this what y'all do too. So if
Right.
somebody
See?
disagrees
See?
with
See?
you,
I was just trying to prove you wrong. See how that works? We don't, I'm telling you,
I'm
Hey,
gonna get
honestly,
muted.
sir, honestly,
all
you
right,
do
hold on,
not need
Rashid.
a
Hold on,
DNA
Rashid.
test. If Obama's mother has not been identifying as black for the past how many years she was alive, she's not getting a reparations check with us. But this is what outsiders do, right? This is what y'all do. Try to find ways to backdoor our reparations here and saying this one collateral and that one collateral. Like we don't have scholars at these reparation hearings trying to ensure that the integrity of them is maintained just for the U.S. chattel slavery descendants. I'm telling you, sir. DNA test is not admissible because everybody can prove they're Afro descendant, but nobody can. But really, they can't prove that they descend from U.S. chattel slavery without documentation, sir. The DNA test is too broad.
Right.
Period.
And on that note, hold on, Rashid. I want to let Carl jump in. You said you wanted to speak about DNA.
Yeah, so I think people misunderstand what DNA is. DNA is not uh, a it does not tell you what your complete makeup. What it does is it's a search engine. So if you it has samples of the Native American that it has samples of are like the Pima from the Amazon, right? The Maya from Mexico. It has zero Eastern Plain samples, zero Cherokee, zero Choctaw, zero Creek. Matter of fact, Cherokee come up in DNA tests as European and black. Do you know that? So how, if they have no samples of any what became the United States ethnicities, then of course we won't match up to someone from the Amazon or someone from southern Mexico, right? So this is what DNA is. So when they say 70%, what they're saying is in one study, there was a 70% connection to Yoruba, right? So they checked only the African part of our DNA and they compared it to a Yoruba DNA, and it was a 70% similarity, meaning that the part of our DNA that is African, that none of us is denying, that you guys keep to love to straw man and say that we're denying it, that it's a 70% similarity to Yoruba, that Yoruba African strain, right? That's not to say that's our complete DNA makeup. That's not to say it's even a part of us. And then through this Africanization, which, you know, again, we're not denying the African part of our genome and our genetics, you cannot take one strand of the only part of our DNA that you tested and make that our complete picture. When we have lineage, when we have records, when we have documentation, when we have clear proof that only like it, there's a thing called special cases. When you make a special case of something, it's inadmissible in court, right? You have to use the same rules for everyone. Otherwise, it's special pleading in a special case. Why are Black Americans the only ones where oral history and lineage do not matter? The only way that you're able to prove that you're Jewish, for instance, is through your oral history, right? The only way that these tribes are able to prove that they are part of these tribes is through phenotype. That's them looking at them and saying, "Oh yeah, you're a native," right? When there is no samples of Choctaw, no samples of any of the Eastern tribes, to the point where they can't even be found in their own DNA test. They get more European and more Negro. So the DNA thing is just it's a misnomer, and we really shouldn't be hearing it again.
Okay, thank
If
you.
I could, if I could answer her point,
Yeah, right. When you finish, we're gonna go to black identity.
okay.
All right, go ahead.
So if we're going strictly off documentation, like I said, you would have to say some white people could get reparations. If we're going strictly off of uh, just finding an ancestor that's a slave. Now, the thing about chattel slavery, it was race based, and those people came from somewhere. So if you're, for example, I hear a lot of y'all say, well, most of us was already here. It was only like a little bit of Africans that came over and mixed in with the indigenous people over here. That is a different fight. If you are trying to be this indigenous person, that is a different fight from the American Negro. And I'll land with that.
So let me say this again. I'm on a public platform. There's more than the 1870 US Census that's required of us. Nobody is just getting a check or willy nilly. I sit around people who literally sit and lobby for certain things, push legislation, stuff like that. And I sit there and ask questions. So I'm pretty much tapped in. So you're not going to trust me. I'm not going to ask you to trust me, but trust me, white tea people aren't getting a check with black Americans for U.S. chattel slavery. When you go to the people mix up the systems, right? So when you talk about the transatlantic slave trade, I think that's what those who identify as American Indians have a problem with, because Harvard University and Dr. Henry Louis Gates just updated the numbers, not slave voyages now. Dr. Henry Louis Gates, I think he does the Finding Your Roots, and Harvard just updated
Yeah,
the numbers of Africans who were brought here. It wasn't 92,000 or even 388,000. The resource from Harvard states 100,000 was brought here. So United States of America actually got the least amount of captives. Now, what condition they were put in was U.S. chattel slavery. He dropped? Okay, let me finish. Was U.S. chattel slavery. So we're not talking about the transatlantic slave trade. We're talking about what happened to the people who were here and their ancestors can be found on the 1870 census. We're not talking about the 13 colonies. We're going after the United States of America. We're not going to a time period when the USA government did not exist. So that is never my argument, okay? If you can find your ancestors on the 1870 USA Census and you've been identifying as black for all your life, damn near, then you're entitled to reparation with us, and it's not that damn hard. I don't see why everybody got to make it an issue and talk about DNA tests, or we're trying to lock in or bring in the Africans. We're actually not. And foundational black Americans are actually telling everybody, along with black Americans, U.S. freemen descendants, us folks there, telling everybody, stick to the 1870 USA Census and we'll all be fine. But I got to be up here tussling about DNA tests and whether I should call myself black or not, when all you got to do is stick to the emancipation period. Period. And we'll all be fine. Oh, and don't come to me about just land. How am I supposed to maintain the land and I'm a city girl? I need some money so somebody can show me how to work the land. Y'all got to cut it out. But going back to the prompt to change the energy, I think I did good. I did good. I didn't curse nobody out. I was a little aggravated. There's no DNA test requirement in any state that is up for reparations. Not in Cali, not in New York, not in Detroit, not in Atlanta, I think was up for reparations. Like, just cut it out. Because I think the DNA test will actually tank us. It literally will. Stick to the documentation, we'll be fine. Everybody. That's it.
okay, thank you, BX. All right, black. We're gonna go to black, and then we're gonna go to Drew, and then we have Asia on the panel as well. So, all right, where you from? What's your ethnicity?
Well, I'm a brother. I'm from the United States. Uh,
Do you have an immigrant background?
no, no, I'm from
All
here.
right. Okay. What's your thoughts on the prompt?
Right. Okay. So yeah, I'll start there. How you doing? Thank you first of all for allowing me up.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I had a couple of thoughts. One, let me see here. First of all, I'm going to answer this question, but I approach it from this way. I look at African Americans as or Black Americans, and now the FBA makes, I'll talk about that a little bit, but I look at us as the cultural leaders of the Black world. So when people imitate, we innovate, and we've done that throughout our history. We've dropped several music classes around the world. So I look at that way. We are a very real force, a very small force, but a very real force. And I love the conversations. This is something that this internet thing. This is something that we've only dreamed of, that we would be able to talk to each other one day like this. So I look at this also from that way. I want to just make a comment. Also, let me answer your prompts first. And so I think we're imitated in Japan. We're imitated in India. So it doesn't surprise me that we're imitated in Africa. So it's not a big deal to me. I think Blacks will innovate even further. I don't think nothing's going to stop that roller coaster. Uh,
But do you see it as a problem when the things that we start here and the things some our ancestors created here, they give all the credit to it being like rooted in different countries in Africa. Do you
yeah,
see that as a problem?
I look at it. I look at it this way. Uh, First of all, uh, when we talk about Africa, this is probably a good time for me. I'll answer that question, but it's a good time to bring in this delineation question, so we kind of see Africa in the proper light. When if you or either you or I had five siblings, and we walked out the house and we both found five different spouses, okay, we will have delineated against my grandfather already at that point. If those children go out three more generations, they will completely delineate from me, because the people over there, I may be able to identify my fifth cousin over there, but nobody else over there has a connection to me. We have delineated. We delineated damn near 250 years ago. We've been delineated, is what it is. But this is what I would say about the FBA. And also, I'm gonna get back to your point about the Africa. So the the FBA, while I disagree with its methodologies, I studied it, I talked about it, and but the one thing that I will credit it for is that it identified a major political phenomenon that was taking place in this country. We have foreigners representing us in Congress, and I'd rather have an Alabama Black woman. I'd rather have a Mississippi sister.
Yeah, we agree there. But
So,
listen,
yeah,
hey, hold on. I want you to stay on the panel, but I want to get to the two people, and then we'll open it up, and you can dive more into that. But so
understood.
let me go to Drew real quick, and then we're gonna go to Asia, if that's how she pronounce it. So Drew, where you from? What's your ethnicity?
Thank you. I'm from Zimbabwe, Southern Africa, and I'm black.
Okay, you're not black, but where are you presently located?
I'm in North America, I'm in Canada.
Okay, all right. What's your thoughts on the prompt? Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, I'm back and forth, but it don't really matter. I just want to say it's a great topic. Westernization is a real thing. We can't deny that because, like Black said, everyone around the entire world copies Western culture. It's for entertainment.
No, they
It's
copied Black Americans to be specific.
okay.
It's not Western culture, it's Black American culture.
Fair enough. I mean, I'll give that to you, you know. They do copy Black Americans. Can't deny that. You guys are always lit. It's always popping. The only difference is that's not the real us. We have a whole completely different culture and ideology, whereas we just tune into that part for entertainment, for whatever it is. And honestly, I'll be fair. I think people use the wrong tone and approach when they address especially Black Americans and between Africans, because we say it wrong. You know, it's not that you guys are doing anything wrong, it's just we see the difference between. I'll give you a good example. In my mother tongue, how I talk to anyone that's older than me is not going to be the same way I talk to someone the same age or younger. Whereas for Black Americans, it don't matter. Jeff is Jeff if he's 60 or if he's 20. Whereas that would never happen for
Well,
Africans,
hold
you
on.
know? So
What do you mean by that?
It's not true. In our family, we have hierarchy and based on age as well. Like, what are you talking about, man?
Yeah,
Like,
he has
I'm
absolutely no
saying,
idea what he's talking about.
yeah,
But hold
man.
on,
I'm
Drew.
saying,
In my
Drew,
family, in
hold
my
on.
family, you talk back to anyone or any adult. You know what I'm saying? It'll be somebody that's not even in your immediate family that will be across your mouth, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and
You
there's certain
know?
things that we're not going to talk about around our elders that we will talk about around the people, that's our peers. But anyway,
Yeah, I just have one more
Drew,
thing to say about that.
yeah, go ahead.
There's a difference between a Black American mom and a Black American elder and a fucking tether. You know what I'm saying? A person or a grandma from fucking Nigeria and shit. A Cynthia Erivo and shit. Like, there's a difference. So we don't have to have the same standards and within our culture and how we treat our people with how we treat y'all. Your people are disrespectful to every other external group of people and shit. What are you talking about? Y'all don't
Yeah, and
practice the same
extremely
standard.
xenophobic in them countries.
They're
But
fucking trying
I wanna
to fuck that
I wanna go
bullshit
to
in here.
I wanna go to Asia real quick, and then we're gonna go to AES, and then the panel will be open. All right, Asia, where you from? What's your ethnicity, ma'am?
Yeah, sorry, it's Aisha, but I'm what's it called? I'm West African, but I live in Iowa. So I'm from the
And how
Midwest.
old are you?
I'm 20.
Okay, all right. What's your thoughts on the prompt?
Honestly, it says if everything African Americans created in America is rooted in
It
Africa, why do you
doesn't say.
pretend?
Hold on, wait. It doesn't say African Americans. It
Oh,
says
sorry,
Black
Black
Americans.
Americans rooted in Africa. Why do you pretend to be black or imitate? Well, I got invited up after I asked a question in the chat. Why do they imitate Black Americans in present day Africa? What do you mean by that? Like, what exactly do we imitate in Africa?
Well, for one thing, as people that are over there in some countries, and they dress like we used to dress 20 years ago. So they'll walk around, and then they don't know how to like match clothes. So they might have a jersey on, like an old jersey, a basketball jersey, a football jersey, a Super Bowl team that they thought was going to win the Super Bowl. They might have that shirt on. It's just a bunch of different things that these people do that they imitate us. And are you honestly going to jump up here and say that that's not true?
Well, I won't say that all of Africa does that. One, Africa is huge. Like, not every country is the same. Two, like, that's certain groups of people that are influenced. But you said basketball jerseys, NFL jerseys. That's not African American. That's not Black American. Sorry. Like, anyone
Well,
is allowed to wear.
they have on old G Unit jersey shirts and everything,
I'm
man.
sorry, old what jerseys?
G Unit. It was like a
Oh,
rap group. So they
yeah.
walk around, they pretend to be 50 Cent. It's some people that pretend to be Tupac. It's a bunch of different people that are imitating Black Americans in
And they're
present
wearing
day Africa.
they're wearing LeBron jerseys, not Giannis or
Who's wearing
Jokic.
who?
It's like going like,
You
oh, you
said you
wear
said
one
wearing jersey.
jersey,
You
the
said
whole
wearing jersey.
country wears a jersey.
You said wearing jerseys is not Black American culture. There is
Hey,
nobody
can
wearing
I ask a
jerseys. Excuse
question?
me, I was
Can I ask
talking.
Hold
Jay a
on,
No, because we
question?
have
wait a
soccer
second.
jerseys.
AES
Like,
Excuse
is
me, I was
not
what?
on
talking.
you.
Excuse me, I
You
was
are
talking.
next. I'm coming to you next, but hold on. Go ahead, man. What were you saying?
But I was about to say,
Yeah,
like,
it's
um,
she.
Hold on,
So
agent. Mans was
yeah, my
asking a
bad.
question. Go ahead.
yeah, I just want to point out something that's false. A statement that was made. Yes, wearing jerseys and fashion is 100% Black American culture.
Yeah, that
There's
is true.
nobody There's nobody, no group, no people, no individual that was rocking jerseys that were later made even longer in fashion from the long T period as well. Like y'all, you're tripping with that one. We even had the freaking NBA patch jackets and NFL patch jackets, leather joints and shit. Like with all of the patches for the teams, there was nobody, no people doing that. That was
Yeah,
our
and
thing.
even sneaker
Crazy,
culture, what they call sneaker culture now is
crazy,
something that
bro.
we have done. But go ahead, Age. I'll give you. You can respond, and then we're gonna go to AES.
Why is one thing generalized for the whole of Africa? Like wearing,
It's
okay, you
not.
Come
see,
on,
It's
just
not.
answer the prompt. Like,
that's
damn, you know
I
we ain't
Have
talking
you heard
about
of Afro
everybody. We
beats?
know it's not everybody. It's a
yes, I listen.
general question. Just answer the prompt,
That's what I'm
ma'am.
saying. That's why
Come
that prompt
A
on.
black
makes
American
no
invented Afro
sense.
beats.
Afro
Okay, then
beats
you
is a
can't
Let
copy
me
of
answer that
hold.
R&B.
Hey, real
either.
quick,
You say
y'all. Let me
Afrobeat is a
hold
copy of
on. Wait a
R&B.
minute. Hold on. Wait a
A
second. Let
black
me
American
explain.
invented
Hold on,
Afro
real quick.
beats.
Hold on, y'all. Let me explain why it does make sense because now you have people that identify themselves as African. Okay, they won't say the country that they come from. I ask them, where you from and what's your ethnicity, and they say African. Okay, so that's why the prompt says what it says. And just like BX just said, of course, we're not speaking about billions of people that live on a continent, but you have to be honest about these things. I mean, you can come up here and be in denial, but the truth is, you have people that are living in different countries in Africa pretending to be Black American and also in different countries. They pretend to be Black American. All right?
Okay, I do understand what she's from West Africa, didn't specify she was from Ghana. But okay, I do understand what you were saying about that. But like what someone said earlier, I heard them say it's westernization. It's not just jerseys. Like you'll go to Africa and just see like a random group of people wearing jerseys. It's more people actually just want to act more American. And when you think like, oh, you
No,
see a
they don't want to act more American. They want to act
Black
and
American.
pretend to be Black American specifically, okay?
have you guys
And you
actually
The
ever
can't
fact
been
that
to
you
admit that.
tried to
Africa?
separate the
I
fact
don't
that
have
yes,
to
I
listen.
have.
Hold
I've
on,
been to four
and he
countries in
has,
Africa.
but I don't
But
have to go there
the
to
fact
see
that you
what's
tried
going
to
on the
separate,
ground there.
yo, but see how diabolical it is, bro. Host,
Yeah,
she just tried to separate Black American from even American. Like they trying to be American.
yeah,
Like
that's
American
what
I
they
means
said
do.
shit.
American culture,
westernization. All of them.
American.
popular
No, you
American
said
culture is Black
American.
American culture.
Yeah, you literally said American culture. You didn't say nothing about no westernization, blah blah blah.
I
No,
said,
you
like
said
someone
American
stated
culture,
before,
and
it's
then he corrected
westernization.
you and said no, Black American culture, and then you said yeah, but we're trying. It's American, as if like America's not American culture is Black American
And what
culture.
part of American culture
Like,
wasn't
like what?
created by Black people?
Like what are you talking? Cowboy hats? That's ours. The jeans, ours. Blue, yo, did you know
A
indigo
jean
jeans?
was created by a white
Blue,
man. I don't know
blue
what you're
jeans.
talking
You're
about.
wrong.
You're
You're
wrong.
Blue
wrong.
jeans?
Why was it
Wrong.
called
She's a
Negro
Wrong.
clothing?
troll. Her voice sounds
Wrong. Go
familiar.
look up where blue jeans, where Levi jeans came from, and
It was
what
called
When
Levi's.
Negro
Indigo was
country.
cloth.
created.
You
But y'all,
fucking
hold on real
dick.
quick. Let me get
Okay.
to AES real quick, and then after that, the panel will be open. Oh, Petunia is up here as well, and we'll go to her,
A
and then the panel
typical
will be
West
open.
African.
All right, hold on,
Okay,
Asia,
yeah,
go on
sorry.
mute, please. All right, AES, where you from? What's your ethnicity? AES, okay, where you from?
Yeah,
What's your ethnicity?
yeah. I'm from Burkina Faso.
All right, where you presently located?
I'm currently in the U.S.
Oh
All right,
man,
what's your thoughts on the
another one of you
prompt?
cockroaches.
Mm,
Good one. Anyways, what did you say, sir?
say, what are
Another
your
one of you
thoughts on the
cockroaches.
prompt?
Yeah. So yeah, looking at the prompt after I've read it a few times, it doesn't seem to make sense really well. But do you mind explaining it to me?
I already explained it. You
He
just
said it
said that
doesn't
you
make
read it.
sense.
Said you
Right,
read it quite a few
right.
times. You've been on the panel long enough to understand where the conversation
Okay.
is right
Let me
now.
let me read it to you and let me know if it makes sense to you. Is that okay?
Just answer it.
Yeah.
I mean, we
What?
gotta.
Oh, what part? What part don't make sense to you? I've always start there.
All right. You said if everything Black Americans created in America is rooted in Africa, that don't make any sense.
You're right, it doesn't. But a lot of Africans say that. They say your music comes from Africa. They say your everything Black Americans do comes from Africa. When none
Our
of it does.
food. They think they got soul food. In the UK, Africans are talking about we got a form of soul food too. No, you got African food, and you got jollof rice and all this other stuff.
Which
That's
is fine.
African. Sweet potatoes is ours. Candy, we call that candy yams too. But so let me explain this to you, right? Ever since
I'll
we've been
argue yams is not the
recognized,
same thing as sweet potatoes.
uh, Vince, please. So
Hold on.
wait, wait,
Save,
wait. Let me, sir, please.
Hold
save
Let
your
me
on,
finish.
banality.
AES. Let BX
And yes,
finish.
please. So, because I was just throwing that out there. So, this is where we get this from, right? So, when we are talking amongst ourselves, or when we're being recognized for like things such as the 50th anniversary of hip hop, all these other ethnic groups and races start getting all jealous. We had the Latinos telling us they created hip hop with us, right? Because we didn't have no culture according to them.
Drums
We
came
had
from
the West
Africa.
Africans, right? I think it was the West Africans came in and said, hip hop really started in Africa. So anything that Black Americans do, especially when we're recognized for creating certain things, here comes them pesky Africans, the Caribbeans, and then even the Latino Caribbeans coming over here picking apart our culture, saying they created it, and for some reason they all want to attribute it back to Africa. So that's the basis for the question. So again, if everything Black Americans created in America is rooted in African, why do we see those youth with the jerseys, the baggy jeans, the fake Tims, trying to bebop? See, Black Americans don't walk like white tea men, right? Our Black men, my father today is 80 and he does the bebop. You know what that is, right, my Black Americans? The way our Black men used to walk with a little bop, a little, pep in their step. White tea men could
Yep.
never walk like our elders, right? And these are what those African kids that I've seen in the video are trying to do. So that's what we mean, sir. If everything was rooted in Africa, why do they mirror us and not them?
Okay. So let
Thank you.
me. I didn't need that whole entire monologue, but it's okay.
Oh, well, see, there you go. There you go. You needed it. You needed it. You needed a distinction, right? Because your low level comprehending self didn't understand what the host meant, but I picked it up perfectly. You don't have to diminish me because you're stupid.
Are trying to
Thank
play
you.
stupid.
Yeah. So speak to the prompt, AES. I'm off your mic. All right, go ahead. I just sent you a mic. All
All
right,
right.
so stick to the prompt.
You gotta play it slow.
Yeah. So are Black people a monolith?
Is that an answer or a question?
That is a question I'm asking.
Obviously not.
Okay. So how can you formulate a culture and
Oh my
style?
God.
So there's
No,
no
we not
culture
finna
Because
anywhere,
do
black
is what you're
that.
because
saying?
Black Americans is not a monolith amongst Black Americans, and that's what makes another unique trait about Black Americans is that although we're not a
You
monolith,
just sit here and describe to me
shut the
what a
hell up,
culture is.
shut the fuck up. Ultimately,
He
Black
got
Americans,
triggered when I said white tea
but
men could
ultimately,
never walk
damn
like Black
man, the
Americans. Go ahead,
fuck.
Miss. Go ahead. I realize where he got
The
triggered.
Black Americans are not a monolith amongst Black Americans because we're all from different regions of America, but we are much different as a people than every fucking group. And Nigerians are not a monolith. You got Igbo and Yoruba that have different cultural practices. Plus, they fucking feuding amongst other tribes and stuff. So you asking that question, if Black people's a monolith, that doesn't mean that we're saying that we're not like we're me and you are Black and we're different. We're saying that we're not a monolith amongst each other because we all have different origins in this country, but we do have a shared commonality amongst many of these different branches of origin. So your question is irrelevant based on that fact.
No, I'm leading somewhere. That's the reason why I asked that question.
It's not gonna
Uh,
go anywhere. It doesn't change nothing.
apparently, some people got triggered, but here's my follow up. Um, because we have to have a point of reference. That's the reason why I asked that question.
Word salad. You first said there's people are triggered. What's the point of you
Sir,
saying that?
listen, you can't keep cutting me off. I let you speak,
Get to the point.
but you can't keep cutting me off, though.
All right,
Get
listen,
to the
go.
point.
I'm gonna give you a
Okay,
minute, and then we're gonna go to Petunia. So go ahead.
here's my follow up, right? So since you say you guys have
Get to the
commonality,
point.
okay, would you say that your culture is a hybrid culture?
You go trying
No,
to put
That's
tribalism and
ridiculous.
hybridism on us.
no.
This is
Our
It's
culture,
not a hybrid of anything African.
our culture can't be a hybrid because that means it has to come of something. Our culture is literally unique because it came of nothing. Everything that
Well,
it could
every
have came.
culture is
That's
inspired
not
by
what it
something.
means.
No,
You
no.
have to be a monolith to
Our
create a
culture was
one culture.
forged. Our culture was forged and rooted based on our experiences within a place that none of your people experienced, amongst a people that none of your people for generations experienced being around, and of an environment none of your people has many generations experience of having to live through. So our culture came from that and is rooted in that. It was forged on American soil. Nothing
Okay.
attached to Africa.
All
What
right,
the
sir.
fuck was we doing here that y'all was doing in Africa that we were mimicking?
Sir,
Everything that we
you've
did
just
here,
said
the
you've just
everything that
said
we
Gambia was
did
a
here
building that we were
was
building.
you've just said
originated
that black
on what we
people
were
are not a
doing here.
monolith. You've just said that, right?
I said black people amongst black people
On a
aren't a monolith,
monolith.
but
Yes.
we have
If
many
there's no culture,
commonalities.
no one's a monolith.
So
Right.
no wait. There is a monolith on amongst there's
That's
one
like that's
culture. Hold on.
it's just like you have music.
There is there
Music
is
is not
there
a
is
monolith, but
one
it's still
culture
music.
among a
It's still
monolithic group
music.
of people.
Like
There is no
you have
monoliths.
many
Who is
genres
a
of music.
monolith?
It's all music though.
Name a
It's
cultural
just,
monolith.
Jesus Christ, man.
yeah, you're just trying to
Would
make
you
a
would you
dumbass.
say would you say would you say
You're
that
trying to make an argument
hold
you're not
on,
smart
would you
enough to make.
say hold on.
It's beyond your
Let me
ability.
educate you guys since you guys
No,
You
aren't
no,
can't
no.
educated
Name a
on the
cultural
culture.
monolith.
educate. Here we go to the educate. See y'all. You
Under an
always think you're
evaporation
Because
literally a
tube.
flea.
you don't
You
don't
you're
understand the
literally a
concept
parasite.
of a
You
hybrid
left your
culture.
entire country
A
and
hybrid
came over
culture isn't
here
a bad
because
culture.
you
You
could
just
not make
described
things
it.
work over there. So
Oh
there's no
my
way
God, man.
that you have any position, right, or any credentials to validate that you're about to tell us something that's groundbreaking.
Because you don't understand the
If you
concept
had
of a hybrid culture.
So we
There's nothing
understand the
wrong.
words hybrid
Like,
culture, but it makes
how
no
the fuck is
sense.
you gonna
where's your
explain us to
support?
us, sir? How are you gonna explain who we are to us?
Why do you keep fucking
And
muting me? You
you
guys
aren't.
should mute up so I can educate you
You're
guys
not a
on
part
something.
of our group. So how are you going to explain who we are to us?
I don't have to be a part of your group to tell you that you have a hybrid culture.
What is
And
it
I
a
got a
hybrid of?
question, right? Hold on. That picture is Frank Zanou. Zanou basically said they love the white T man. That Frank Zanou. Do you admire Frank Zanou? Because then your comments make sense. It
It's
really makes
Frank
sense.
Zanu, ma'am. Say it correctly.
Sure,
Frank Zanu.
We
no.
don't
He's a bitch ass
care.
It
nigga like
doesn't
Godfrey's
matter.
a bitch ass nigga like you a bitch ass nigga. And I'm gonna call you as
We
I feel like a
American. We
bitch
say
ass
it the
nigga.
American way, ho. We say it the fuck we want to say
Oh,
it.
bunch of trigger people,
What is
man.
our culture a hybrid of, my
Impose
friend?
Yeah,
control,
he likes
guys.
Frank
Impose
Zanou. He's
control.
hopeless, y'all.
We
And
ain't
Petunia
triggered.
is
So,
next.
hold on. A hybrid culture. Understand
What is our
this.
culture a hybrid of? We understand what hybrid and culture mean.
So
We don't need that.
it's a mixed a pool of different cultures of
What is
people.
our culture a hybrid of? You're not answering.
Listen, what I'm trying to tell you is because you guys aren't a
We don't need a
Word
monolith.
definition
salad.
of
Get to the
hybrid, and we
point.
don't need a definition of culture.
Get to
What
the
is our
You
point.
culture a
guys
hybrid
are
of?
the
What's the
monolithic
other culture?
group.
Tell us what the
So you
second
don't
culture
have a
is.
one
Give us the
culture.
second culture.
Listen, you guys are
You
not a
fucking big
monolithic
dummy.
group. So you guys don't have a
Did you
one
take an
culture.
African
So
But
you
American
group
have a
is a
studies class?
hybrid
monolithic group.
cultures. God damn it,
Well,
man.
we do have Pacific culture. Our music, a Black
You
American in
always refer to
Florida
the
can
music.
make the
That is a
same music
Okay,
a
hybrid.
hold
Black
That's a
on.
American
mix
in
of
What
Hold
is
Florida
it
on,
a
y'all.
hybrid
can make the
of?
Hold
You
on.
can't
same
We have
just
music
state something.
we have a culture.
as a
Hold
Black
on.
American in California.
it's a
All our
mixture.
music
It's a
sounds,
Hold
mixture.
our
on,
It,
y'all.
food.
Hold on. We have a culture of family reunions. That is something specific to Black Americans, and we all do it for the most part, all over the country.
Are you saying every black person does it?
Yes.
Black Americans,
Yes.
No,
Every
be
black
and we are the
honest.
American.
only
Don't be
black people.
disingenuous. Every
Black
black American
Americans,
does this.
Black
Yes.
Americans, and we are the only black
Every
people on the
black
planet.
American does this.
Yes.
Okay, you're being disingenuous.
Shut the fuck up, you dumbass. You don't even know how to spell the word you're saying.
And you saying
Impulse control,
disingenuous.
guys.
That's not a
Impulse
word.
control.
So you're so
Impulse.
intelligent, but you're saying things
Impulse
without
control.
justifying. You can't say that
It's
we
like y'all
have a
learn.
hybrid culture without telling us
It's
what
like
it's a hybrid of.
it's
You
like they
can't
learn new
say
words and
that
they
we're
get
not a
You
confused.
monolith,
see,
and
you
there's no
see,
culture in
I
2026 that
haven't
is a
called you
monolith.
out of your
Yeah,
name throughout
yeah.
this whole conversation.
I'm calling
All
you.
right,
I'm
Yeah, these
calling you
people
out
are
of what the hell
very
creature you are. You're not even a human. You're a
emotionally
degenerate. Fucking degenerate.
Yeah, good
And
idea
yes,
dropping her.
and guess what? I guess what? Yeah, I get very impulsive when people waste my time speaking and spewing bullshit. I got to hear it multiple times from
And
different.
asking
Listen,
rhetorical
we're having
questions.
an exchange. I haven't said anything wrong. You haven't debunked
You,
what
you
I
You
said.
spit
sound
it too
Name
dumb.
a
much
monolithic
time.
culture where every member does
That's
exactly the
You're
same
trying to
thing.
tell us.
Please name one, my friend. You haven't named one yet.
Can I answer his question? It's real
Chinese,
fast. He's trying to tell
yeah,
us
go
that
ahead.
it was disrespectful.
Are you trying to
Chinese.
tell me the
You
Chinese,
man, what the
with
fuck,
with
man?
all of their different
Carl,
languages and different ethnic groups?
Carl. Hold on, Carl. You can ask that question right at the men's,
Yeah,
after he asked his go
I
ahead.
just want to make it very clear. It's very disrespectful and disgusting when you have a person from an entire different region, not even like a neighboring or even a city or state, but not even a neighboring country, that will sit here, come move to your country and try to tell you what the fuck your culture is and what it's not, as if like they're even of this, like they have any generation. They don't have nothing. They don't even live amongst us, and they don't even fucking have experience. Their whole perception is based off of off of like their dumbass logic and limited, and misaccurate information from shows and shit. You know what I'm saying? This shit's ridiculous, and that shit's disgusting. Yeah. So when you talk about being impulsive and shit, yeah, that shit fucking it doesn't trigger me. It just automatically goes to option B. That I gotta talk to you like a little bitch that you are. That's all that means. There's no anger or nothing like that. It's just that I gotta treat you as such. Make some dumbass story, and you're gonna sit here and try to challenge people who are literally Black Americans. It's like me going to Nigeria and talking to people about what Nigeria is and what it was and shit, and what it is not. And they're literally the freaking tribal people still over there. Your fleeing ass is not even that. You can't tell us nothing. We don't want no experience or any information or direction from somebody who couldn't make it work amongst their own fucking people. Could you imagine if we had a country that was just Black Americans? There wasn't none of y'all fucking nasty ass motherfuckers roaches around us. So dumbass.
To know if he took an African American studies, because those courses that be making these damn immigrants think they're an expert, and then they sit with the likes of DeSantis and change the books, textbooks and shit. So
Okay,
I gotta tell Mr. Frank Zanu down there, he's an idiot, an imbecile, and he really shouldn't join any panel that I'm on,
okay,
because the only hybrid is him and his people,
okay. Hold on.
not us,
What I
not us.
wanted to say is I didn't have to take any African American study. I used critical thinking. That's what I did.
How? When y'all
Yeah,
comprehension
your
is the size
critical
of a
thinking.
pea.
Yeah, your
Can, can
critical
I can
thinking
I challenge
has
his critical
absolutely
thinking?
nothing
Can I
to do
challenge
with
his
us.
critical thinking?
Yeah, go ahead, Carl.
I've used critical thinking the
So
entire time
sir,
of this conversation.
Hold on. Go. It's on Carl. Go ahead, Carl. Carl, he might have got a phone call.
oh, dang. Can you hear me?
Okay, yes. Go ahead.
He said that China is a monolithic culture when there are 56 different ethnic groups.
No, I say China is a monolithic group
How with
of people,
56 different ethnic groups?
but
How when they're genociding their Muslim population right now?
China is a monolithic group. Google it.
Explain it. Don't just state it. A statement is not proof, Mr. Zanu.
Okay. Prove it. Let's prove it. Let's ask
Prove it.
Google.
It's a
Google how many ethnic
monolithic group
groups
of
are in
Can we
China.
over.
Google it since you lack critical thinking?
Google how
I
many ethnic groups are in China. A monolith would be one ethnic group, correct? Just like Black Americans are one ethnic group. Even though there are subcultures in Black American culture, we are one ethnic group. We are a very large, one of the largest ethnic groups. Now, if you had said Japan,
There you go. Yo,
Japan would be
that's a
closer
smart man
to a
right there.
monolithic ethnic group, but you wouldn't have the critical thinking to understand that or the historical background.
And that's a smart man right there. Because what he just said is exactly what I'm saying is that in the terms of monolithic, you have to highlight the scope of what you're speaking of. If you ask somebody if their ethnicity is monolithic, yes, the ethnicity is monolithic. That's what makes it an ethnicity. It's the same commonalities that's defined and matches under the same ethnicity, which is what you would call a criteria, is met, and that's what makes somebody a Black American. You know what I'm saying? There's a criteria for that. And
And we don't
amongst and,
speak.
and amongst the Black Americans, you have different places of origin, different subcultures, which is why in the scope of that term, when you talk about certain practices and traditions, is not monolithic. So this dude he's too limited, and this is what I was saying. This is why I go back and forth with whether are there Africans. Is the problem with Africans that they lack the ability to actually grow unless it's a relationship with a master? You know what I'm saying? A dominant, like an animal, like a fucking
You don't hear
hierarchy.
me? I can't hear.
He's Googling China right now, realizing how wrong he is.
Or Africans intentionally doing this because what we're telling them is leverage, and they don't have no leverage in this country because they're fucking guests, and they don't want that to be. So they just play dumb. They don't want you to have a place of origin, so you have a place, you know what I'm saying, to claim the throne, your dominance and shit. Like, this is your
So
home.
yes, like I was saying, China is a monolithic group.
You're
It's
just
a
explaining
monolithic
everything.
authoritarian states.
How you can't
Like,
just
the man
state
just
it.
explained
I,
everything to you.
I'm trying to show it to you guys, but I can't. My camera doesn't work. I don't have camera access.
You don't need a
Of
camera.
course it doesn't
Say it
work.
with your mouth.
Well, I'm telling you now.
You just stated it's a monolithic group, and I just stated back it's not. And I proved it with support that says they have 56 ethnic groups. They speak Cantonese. They speak Mandarin. They speak different languages. How is that monolithic?
Mm.
Wait, you're
Yeah,
talking
he
about.
fried
You're
you on
talking
Each
that
about.
one.
region
He
Wait,
has a
fried you.
regional dialect.
He fried you.
what do you mean each region had? No, there's no such thing.
Answer his question. Answer
Hold
his
on, wait, hold
question.
on,
With the
hold on, hold
multiple
on, hold
different
on.
languages and different traditions that they have amongst them, how are they monolithic?
As an entire country as a
Stop
whole, they
stuttering.
are
Answer
a
the question. Get
monolithic
to the
group.
point. Get to the point.
You're just stating the same thing after I provide proof that they aren't. Why don't you counter that?
Don't
Okay.
Y'all
matter.
know
Okay.
these.
He might
Y'all,
want to just move on to the next point.
Yeah,
yeah,
move on to
y'all know
next.
these people like
Hey,
to
hold on.
pretend that they're
Okay,
intelligent.
He's fried. He's fried. Next. Next.
no, listen.
What other bullshit got?
Nobody's
Next
fried
one.
here. They are a monolithic group, and that's it.
Oh, okay. Okay. So
Nigeria's a
are
monolithic. Don't ever
Nigerians
use toilets.
monolithic with Igbo, Yoruba, all those different folks?
And
No,
yes, they do. They
Nigerians
all
are.
share a culture of
Hold on.
I think,
they don't shit in
when
the
it comes,
toilet.
when it come to
Nigerians
open
aren't a
defecation,
monolithic group, but
when they come to open defecation, they are and paternity fraud.
Igbo is a monolithic group,
So
and Yoruba is a monolithic group. So Igbo and Yoruba is a monolithic group, but Nigeria as a whole is not. It's a country.
So China having 56 ethnic groups like Yoruba, like Igbo would be in Nigeria. How is that any different?
So I know that specifically.
Let's use critical thinking.
Let's use critical thinking.
You just
but
asked
I
for
know
something that he doesn't have, man. Good luck. I'll sit back.
No,
on this
listen.
one.
China. Okay, so if we break down the tribes like we did in Nigeria,
Why is it
yes,
that
they
you can't
have a
answer his question?
monolithic group.
Repeat his question and answer it. Repeat the question and answer it. Let's try a different way of communication. Repeat the question and answer it.
And you're wrong about us being a monolithic group.
Repeat what question you saying?
Look, you don't even know what he asked you. You don't even know what he asked you. This is how much y'all
I
don't
know what he.
listen.
I know what he
He
asked
What
you.
just wants to
conversation
be
are you
right.
having? What did he
Yeah, he
ask
just
you? Tell us what he asked you.
If they have
What what I'm
56
what I'm
ethnic
what I'm
groups,
what I'm
just like
telling you. Hold
Nigeria
on.
has Igbo and Yoruba, how is that any different?
He asked you the question. Answer it. See, these people
Listen.
can't answer questions,
No, no.
man.
Listen.
This
Let's
shit is
move on. Let's
bananas.
move on because obviously you're not going to understand what I'm trying to tell you.
yeah. I'm sure
We
you do
won't.
want to move
We
on
won't.
after you got cooked.
Hey, we were able to converse
Bro, man, you're getting
logically.
fried right now, son. Like back to back. Like you're showing the deficiency, like your limited cognitive abilities is like it's crazy.
You know,
Man.
just like in Nigeria, I'm sure whether you're Yoruba, Igbo, as a Nigerian, there's some shared cultural traits between all of the subcultures.
Yeah, like open defecation,
And
skin bleaching, and
limited
fraternity fraud.
cognitive abilities.
But and here in America, huge country. We have more Black Americans than the population of Canada, all of them combined. Yes, there are regional differences, but we are a united culture, and we're one of the largest united cultures. With some united cultures that are
And
larger
that's where I
are
say you're
Japan
wrong.
and Korea, maybe, but
That's where I say
very
you're
Right, but
few
wrong.
are larger.
but how are you gonna tell us that we're wrong?
He said you guys are a united culture.
We
That is
are.
wrong.
We
We
are.
are
We
though.
have very specific cultural norms that we follow. He
Yeah.
mentioned family reunions. He mentioned soul food. We talk about our language, our
Every black
vernacular
people
English.
like soul food.
It doesn't matter
Yeah,
what you like. The families
the
cook that
majority,
traditionally, every
Yes.
single one. Now there's slight regional differences, but they all stem from the same source. Just like
everything that he's mentioning, if you want to put a number on it to rationalize it or to make it, we'll say definitively over 75% of Black Americans have match those things that he's mentioned.
but we don't even have to
Yeah,
we
because
don't even have to make it a number
quantify
because
the
no
reason why
culture is permanent.
is
No
because
culture is
the
100%.
reason why is because when you said that unified and stuff, right? His comments seem to have only stem from the stereotypes that they see on TV. And if all the stereotypes they see on TV is true, then let's just say for a fact the fact is that it's only less than 1% of the population. We're not over 1 million of us are in jail. There's over 47 million of us in this country, and more than 1 million of us are not in prison and shit. It's less than 1 million of us, and criminality and gang culture and shit. That's less than 1 million as well. We're talking about like a fraction of the percentage, like not even a relevant population. So yes, we are a unified culture. The majority outside of that, and every culture has a range of people that I would consider what they call that of what's the people that like fucking
Outliers.
yeah, outliers. But what's that? What they call the people like pilots, shit like that? That rogue. They go rogue and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we got
Oh, what a
every group
lone
of people
wolf.
got people that go rogue. But Nigerians, man, Africans generally, man, like 99% of the fucking people in Africa are fucking going rogue and shit. Like y'all go rogue from y'all own shit. Like that's just islanders and shit. Like there's more Jamaicans outside of Jamaica and shit. There's more Nigerians all around the world, man. Like this shit's fucking sick, man. Rogue, y'all are all rogue and shit, man. It's just fucking
Bro,
bananas.
can I cut in here? He said that we were a monolithic group, correct? I want to go back to that because I
He
was
said we
No,
confused.
aren't.
you guys are not a
He,
monolithic group.
we are not.
Yeah.
Google says we're not a monolithic group, y'all. It does. I'm sorry.
No. We aren't. No culture is a monolithic group. Like I proved
Right.
Chinese wasn't.
So
You
what he
know,
was bringing up monoliths for? He was
it's,
saying
it's
we
no
are or
reason.
we aren't.
It's trying to make a special case
No,
out of
no.
our culture that applies to no other culture. There are
It's the
subcultures of
talking
Yoruba.
point.
There are
Hold on.
subcultures of Igbo. There are different languages, different regional differences. We are not a unified, a monolithic culture, just like no culture in the world. There are some that are closer.
What he was
Japanese.
trying to do, is support his argument that black people are the same, like around the world, like basically is an
You said
extension.
that
He
you the
was trying
one
to say
that said
that.
that black
Shut the
people are
fuck
a
up.
unified
He was
group
trying to
of
say that
people.
all black people are basically African, and that black.
You said that black
Why he
people
asked
are a
that question
unified
was to
group of
support
No,
people.
we're
that
not
by
We
asking
are a
black,
unified group of
by
people.
asking black. What
Okay,
he was
so
trying to do is
therefore your culture
hold on,
should
hold
be the
on,
same. So you
hold
guys should
on,
be a
mother.
mono.
Yo, hold on. I could mute
Hey,
your
bro,
dumb ass.
listen.
Shut the fuck up. I forgot I could mute you. I don't even be muting people like that. I hate this shit. Fucking adults.
Hold on, you
So,
disrespected.
shut the fuck up. So, when it comes down to what happened, he was trying to support that black people are Africans, right?
You
So
shut the
what
fuck
he
up,
asked, shut the fuck up. What he asked was,
you bitch ass nigga.
what he asked. Now he's just gonna troll. This is what they do.
You
They go,
won't say that to my face.
they malfunction and shit. They malfunction. I surely
You won't
would.
say that to my.
I surely
Yeah,
would.
why
I'll
you
tell you.
AES? Why you crashing out?
Shit, he
No, I'm
crashing
not.
out.
You
Shut
can
the fuck
Really
respond.
up.
Hold
crashing
on.
out.
You can
This
respond
guy
when
has
he
been.
finished. Hold on. You can respond when he finished. Go ahead, man. Then you can
Impulse
respond.
control.
Damn.
Yeah, see, this is the uncivilization that we talking about. These people are
Right, on full display,
uncivilized.
aping out, man.
This guy has been disrespectful.
God damn, man. Shut your ass up.
He has.
Just shut your ass up, man. so, what
You got it.
occurred was, thank you. So you got to claim dominance on these species, man. So what happens is, he came in and trying to say like we're all African. So what he tried to do is lead into which when you're around this shit for a long time, it's real easy to catch. He then asked, is black a monolith, right? And I already knew he was going with that because if you say black is not a monolith, then you're saying that you know basically we're all the same. We're all African, all that shit. That's where he was trying to go with that shit. But it got crushed. It got crushed, and these people are just they're limited. They have limited cognitive abilities. I'm trying to tell y'all.
This is the only this is the only community, which is the black community I say, where I hear this type of confusion. Because I don't hear
1 minute, because we don't even know your ethnic group, right? And there's a whole prompt that the host took his time out. But I want to say this, men. I find that those who take African American studies, the foreigners who take that course, usually act like that Frank Zanu guy, AES, whoever, Amanda Seals, and so on and so forth. And they're the ones who are considered experts because they took this course and get to sit with the likes of DeSantis and change textbooks and all this other shit. I'm like sick of them and wish they would take that course out of use the same way they taking everything else out. It's detrimental. Now, can you give us your ethnic group, Reem, and then go ahead and answer the prompt? I don't really care to hear your opinion. I'm tired of Zanu.
not a problem.
Like
I answer the prompt
them
and give you my
people.
age. So I'm 38 and I'm black. So I'll read the prompt if that's what you want next.
Are you Black Caribbean,
I
Nigerian
consider I
maybe,
consider
or Black
myself
American?
I consider myself a black American, a black
Okay,
person.
well, hold on. Do you have an immigrant background?
Um, no, but I know my background of all
Okay.
generations of my
You
family.
said you consider yourself to be black. So that's why
Yeah,
I'm asking you, do you have an immigrant background?
I don't have an immigrant background, but I know my family tree.
Okay, so what's that?
My family tree consists of different ethnic groups when I go further up. So that's why the most distinguished one to me, I mean, the closest one to me, I would say is black. My parents are black. But if I go further up, I can see different ethnic groups within my tree.
Any of the
What
Caribbean?
are those ethnic groups?
So I consider myself black.
See,
What are those ethnic groups?
Um, I have cousins in Cameroon. I have a cousin in Senegal, and I have
Yeah.
white
Oh wait, you
ancestry
have
as well too.
living cousins.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, so you got immigrant. You're probably second generation, third. Yeah, man. Like, come on,
That will
man.
go. That will go all the way up to my third great
And I
Yeah,
mean,
grandfather.
but
when
you're
he
not
say
going.
he
You're not.
consider
Yeah,
himself,
but you're not going past.
that's,
Your
yeah.
documents are not going past the 1900s.
Yeah, it's either you
The
are or you
1900s.
aren't.
I have documents up to
Hold
1700.
on, sir. It's either you are or you aren't. You said you
So
consider yourself to be.
you
The
have
reason
somebody
why I
in your
said it
family
that way, I
from
consider
Africa.
myself black because I see how people are. Me, I'm black. I consider myself black. That's why I said it that way. Because
Yeah,
people
but you
argue
got
about
African. But you
distinctions.
got African. You got people that came across. that literally migrated here from Africa, right? You got immigrants in your ancestry.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I did my ancestry and I did my
Yeah, but
genealogy.
if you have living cousins in Africa, that means that you have somebody that was recent in your family tree.
No, it's not
Um,
recent, bro. That's what I'm saying
it
about the
is,
genealogy.
listen, bro. You're talking about look. Cameroon didn't even exist before the 1950s and shit. So, like, you're you
Bro,
finding cousins. You
I
finding
do,
living cousins. You said you had living cousins. Living cousins means that you have somebody that's close to you that was able to take a DNA test. There wasn't nobody in the early 1900s taking DNA tests, 1800s taking DNA tests.
how would
None
they
of
be
that
my
shit.
cousin, bro? How would they be my cousin?
You said it. If they be your cousin, that means you have somebody in your parent or your grandparents that's literally from
On what
Africa.
level of my tree, bro? Because it's all about education when we do these things. What level of my tree am I distinguishing that they are my cousin, my fourth or fifth cousin?
Damn.
He's going
Um,
operating off of a DNA test. What
Now I'm
DNA
not
test
going
did you
off of I'm
say?
not
Look,
going
I
off
ain't
of
got no DNA
DNA.
that matches with
I'm
anybody
going
in Africa. Not
DNA,
one person.
DNA and genealogy is different.
I
DNA
You said
incorporates
understand.
that you're
I
matching. You
understand
said
that.
that you matched with somebody with your DNA. You said you matched with a
Right.
living person. That's what you said.
yes,
You didn't
because I
say
have
that.
a because they
You
are
didn't
my
say that
fourth.
you read your ethnic breakdown and it said Cameroon and it said Ivory Coast or
My
Nigeria and
ethnic
all that
background
stuff
says that as well too.
or Spain or you said that you matched with a living person, which
Yes,
means that yes. So if you match with a living person, that means that that you have an African immigrant, right? It wasn't
yes.
somebody that was here, in the 1800s, or somebody that migrated here in the 1900s, likely after 1965, and they did the DNA test, and you
Nah,
have
it don't go like
Cameroon.
that, bro. It don't go like that. Do you
Oh
know how
my
somebody is
God!
your fourth cousin, or someone's your third cousin, or your
You did
second cousin, or
you
first
did the
cousin?
DNA test, right?
Yeah, I did.
Well, someone in Cameroon
And I
did the DNA test too, right?
yeah.
And y'all both matched. Y'all are cousins, right?
And what number of cousin did we come up as when? Because when you're doing
The furthest
genealogy,
the
that's
DNA
when
does not match past your third great your second and third great grandfather. The Centimorgans don't go less than 7 on all
you're
the ancestry
you're
tests. So
you're it
so
goes
so
up to your fifth great grandparent on any of these tests that you do when it
yeah,
comes to DNA.
no, it does not. It does. That's not. It's not accurate after if it's lower than 7 centimorgans. It's not accurate enough. So they don't even like really even add that into the results. The person,
Oh
the,
Lord.
the person, the person you have, it goes to your fourth cousin, right? It goes to your fourth cousin. Then it says distant relative or different.
In order for
Saying
someone to be my fourth cousin, who do we have in common?
you have your first cousin. You have your first cousin once removed. You have your first cousin second removed. You have your second cousin, and you have your third cousin.
I understand
And
that. How are they all related? What ancestors do they have in if for someone to be my third cousin, which ancestors do we have in common for us to be cousins?
they could be your third cousin, or they could be a half cousin. They could be
For
a half
us to
cousin as
be
well.
third
Centimorgans
cousins,
match.
all right, cool. For us to be third cousins, which level of grandparents do we have to have in common to be cousins?
It could be up to your third. It could be your fourth. It could be your fifth.
Yes. So it can is layered up. So with someone to be my third cousin, we have to have a
A
fourth
common
grand.
ancestor that's
We
from
have to have
Cameroon.
we have to have a fourth
Duh.
great grandparent, right? So if someone comes up, yeah. So if someone comes up as my cousin in Cameroon and I'm over here in America, that means that we share a fourth great grandparent that makes us cousins today.
Your fourth great grandparent is not somebody that was enslaved, that was brought here in slavery or anything like that. It is literally an immigrant. So you're
Is
what are
Lydia
you
an
what are
immigrant
you
from 1700, bro?
you're in your 20? No, they're not from 1700s. And your fifth great grandparent wouldn't be in the 1700s.
What year would they be? 1900?
Look, my eighth great grandfather. Let me tell you something. My eighth great grandfather is Carter Braxton. He served in the American Revolution. He also was one of the signers of Declaration of Independence. He's my eighth great grandfather. He's the reason I'm related to the Braxtons. So you're talking about fifth great grandparent? No, it doesn't go to the 1700s. And also, like I said, because my eighth great grandparent does. Number two, to catch you a dumbass in a lie.
What the
You're
fuck are you talking about, man?
to catch you in a lie. You're probably in like your 20s. You got to be in your 20s right now. And yes, so it's possible for you to have, for you to have that. You'll be a rare, you know what I'm saying? But I don't believe that you're telling the truth. I believe that you have a recent ancestor. Is it your mother or your grandparent? One
I
of
don't
your
think
grandparents?
anybody here is telling the truth.
That's from That's from Cameroon.
Why would I
Uh,
come up here to lie instead of like sharing
because
things that I probably really
instead of just
understood? I wouldn't say I'm lying.
instead of just saying that you're bi-ethnic, that you have a Cameroonian, you know what I'm saying, grandparent or parent, you know what I'm saying, you're trying to like place some
Everybody up
level
here
of,
is a
you're
fucking
trying to
liar.
place distance
Hey,
like
peace.
that
You
makes
coming off
sense.
your mic.
Like
Stay on mute.
you're
It's
trying
not
to
your
place
turn.
distance because you
I'm
didn't say
trying
that
to have discourse here
It's
because he's
not
talking
your
loud.
turn though. So
because
stay
you
on
didn't
mute, please.
hold on, I'm wrapping up right now, and thank y'all for bearing with me, right? So
I'm being patient. Sorry.
so the reason why you know what I'm saying, it sounds like a big ass eggplant is because you try to place distance from your Cameroonian relative, but you didn't just say that you had a cousin from Cameroon. You said you've matched with cousins, and I verified and asked you multiple times. Like, and I even asked you, are you speaking of your ethnic profile, the ethnic breakdown? You said no. I DNA matched with people in Cameroon. So
Yes,
if you deem it, if you have DNA matched with multiple people in Cameroon, that means you have a recent ancestor, right? And I have reason to believe it's either one of your parents or one of your grandparents
all
or
right, cool.
both.
Can I explain something? All right. For someone to be my first cousin of today, that means that we share grandparents, even if we are across the globe or wherever the case may be. That's the only way they can be my grandparents. In reference to someone being your fourth cousin, y'all have to share a fifth great grandparent for the CMs or wherever the case may be to come down the way that it does. So when it says that you have a third cousin, you're a third cousin because you share a fourth great grand. You share the fourth great grandparent somewhere on that fourth level. Y'all share parents. In order for y'all to be fourth cousins on
I'm
the
getting
fifth
bored.
level of
I'm
grandparent,
starting to get bored.
I
Starting to
move.
get bored.
Yeah, I'm not going back and forth with this dude,
Yeah.
man. It's
Akani.
beyond
I
that.
move on. I move on.
Yeah. All right. Hold on, Reem. Hold on. We'll come back to you in a second. Akani. Oh, how do you pronounce your name, sir?
It's pronounced Akoni. It's a Yoruba
Akani.
name.
All right. Where you from? What's your ethnicity?
I'm from the U.S. Virgin Islands, and my ethnicity would be Afro-Caribbean or Crucian.
All right. What's your thoughts on the prompt?
Um, so it's a bit inaccurate. Um, Everything African Americans created in America is not necessarily rooted in Africa. African American is an ethnicity that's a unique blend of African influences as well as European influences.
It's
So
not
therefore,
though.
you can't.
Okay. Hold on. I want you to explain the African influence.
So, for
Start
example,
start start off, start off with giving us one hard to dispute core trait or practice from Africa or an invention, anything, a tool,
what you said, trait or a tool, like which one do you
anything,
want?
any evidence, any hardcore evidence that cannot be disputed that's in our culture that's from Africa. Just one.
Well, I mean, here in
Oh shit.
Louisiana,
Get to the point.
dude, I just started talking. Here in Louisiana, they do like seafood boils and stuff. All that is West African inspired. They do the same thing in West
Hold
Africa.
on. Look.
That
Listen.
is
Listen. Listen.
bullshit.
Hold
They
on. I
don't even
don't
have
want to
the
hear.
same. They don't even have the
Yeah.
same fish. They don't even have the same seasoning. What the fuck are you talking about, man?
But that like that kind of shit is
Do they
just a
even have
waste of
Do they
time.
even have crawfish in Africa?
They do
It's
actually.
just a waste of
It's all
Oh
time.
inspired.
So
man.
hold
Oh,
on,
man.
listen. Eating habits, right? Which even though
Hey,
what you're saying is
do you
not true.
want me
Hold
to
on, even though what you're saying is not true. Eating habits
sure you
don't
need
make
to
people.
educate
Hold
yourself?
on,
It is.
it does not make people the same. Okay,
But y'all are
so
the
you
same
need
ones
to
who love to.
you
One
need
minute, Akani.
I literally just
you
looked it up. I literally just looked it up because I know I'm not tripping. It literally originated in Louisiana in the 1700s. And no, it didn't. It did not even originate. The food that
I
it uses
said
not
it
even
was inspired.
doesn't even originate. How are you using animals and stuff that doesn't even have any origin in that
I'm
particular
saying
region?
it's
Shut the
inspired.
fuck up! Like
Oh, so
I'm
you
like
wish to say ignorant.
y'all are
Oh,
full of
okay.
shit, and it's
Y'all are
ridiculous.
so slow. I'm not even gonna waste my time.
No, you're
Educate
slow.
yourself.
Slow.
No,
Pull
you're
some
slow.
supporting,
You're
pull some
slow. Goodbye.
facts. Exactly.
This is horrible. It's horrible. They're so primitive and think that we got everything from them. Uh, I would like to introduce the word symbiotic. No matter where people are on the globe, sometimes people are doing the same thing in different regions and never met the other one, right? And the Africans, we know they didn't have the drums first. That was actually the Asians, but everybody uses drums. They just didn't create the modern day drum with the kickstand like Black Americans did. I'm just really, really tired of the Africans who can't build any infrastructure over there to the point where the Asians are beating them with belts. And they over here acting like they ain't got a problem in the world. Like as much energy as y'all put into fighting us about our culture, our cultural norms, boundaries, and respect, go at least fix one country out of 54 over there on that continent. Then maybe I'll let y'all sit here and talk to us. But until then, I think we need to starve them out. They'll never get nothing done if we sit here feeding into these people. They are aggravating. They ain't got enough accomplishments under their belt to sit with us. And I'm gonna say that with my whole chest. I'm tired of them. We gave them a chance. They blew it. And now it's time to show them tough love, family. Period.
I agree with that.
You got Aisha on the stage. Hello, Aisha.
Oh yeah,
Is it Aisha or is it Asia?
Aisha. It's an Arabic name.
Aisha.
Yeah.
She don't know nothing about that.
Uh,
I don't know nothing about my name. What?
No, it was a song, but yeah, I'm sure you didn't catch that. But anyway,
Yeah, no, I wouldn't know that song now.
it's a cultural thing. That's what I'm saying. That's that mon. See, that's what I be trying to say. That's that
They say it's a
monolith
culture
thinking.
thing. It's a song about an African name. My name is African.
You don't know the song that we're talking about. That's the
Okay,
cultural
yeah,
thing.
but
Aisha is
you
not
say
an
it's a
African
culture
name.
thing. You say
Uh,
Aisha is not an African name? That name is
no.
Arabic.
Well, it's
Are
American now.
Africans African? Like, come on now.
Aisha, my name is an Arabic name. Like,
And we
Okay,
what?
can
okay. So how is Arabic
and we can
African?
argue
Maybe I missed
and we
it.
can argue that
I could have missed
Aisha
it.
is an American song if we wanted to. Who would be
Well,
lying?
what would the song be singing about? The song would be singing about,
It would be singing about a specific girl that this dude had a crush on.
Aisha, you
and where would
got
that
a
name
girl
originate
and
from?
a. Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a cultural thing, and this is why you don't know because you're not part of the culture.
How did West Africans learn Arabic? I'm West and East, but um, what? How did West Africans learn Arabic? What?
Here's the
I'm
issue.
I don't
sorry, I'm
think
reading the
When you
chat. That
came
just
up,
made no sense to me.
no, no,
Like,
no, no. Okay, don't pay
I can
attention to
tell you
the
how the
chat, right?
I can tell you how the West Africans first learned Arabic,
mm-hmm.
and it wasn't during the period of time you're speaking of. It was actually during a period of time. There was a kingdom called Mauritania, and there was a war. That's what split up. That's what first split Africa from that empire. I mean, excuse me, that kingdom. And then the Romans came and put in the other influence, the Catholic influence. And that's when other wars broke out and separated further. And then it was easy for the Berlin Conference later, which was like in the 1900s. But the Muslim, the Middle Eastern, that shit was a ploy, a political ploy. You know, say like religion was influence, and that's how that
Before
shit
Islam
started.
came to the Middle East. Well, actually, I'm sorry. Just like, can you like dumb down what you said again? Like, I like got lost.
You go look up the kingdom of Mauritania.
Yeah.
Just go look that up, and
Okay.
go look up the history of it. And once you look up the history of it, then you understand how Islam or the religious practices spread into West Africa.
But the thing is, I'm not only West African, so this what the person said made no sense.
Well, West
See,
Africa
how do
wasn't
we know
West.
that?
West
How do I know
African.
that I'm not West?
What,
Hey,
I'm
what,
No, no,
only
what,
no.
West
what,
Wait,
West
African.
wait.
African?
Hold
How
on,
do
let
we
BX
West,
jump
know?
in.
West
Let BX
African,
jump
not
in.
West
Hold
African.
on,
West.
Mins, let BX jump in.
Because when you came up, you just said West Africa.
Yeah,
Now,
because
and
oh,
mhm.
sorry.
So here's the issue
Hold
for
on.
me. I'm gonna take you as what you lead with. If you come up here and say you West African, don't wait until we're hours into the live to introduce your other side of you. That's why we allow by ethnics to identify both sides of themselves so we can understand. Now it seems like you're in a pickle, you're hemmed up on the ropes, and here you go throwing out your East African too because your name is Aisha and it's Arabic, not West African. Like it's really weird, and I'm finding a lot of people do that now because now they're understanding what it means to be bi ethnic. But at the same time, I'm gonna take you what you lead with. So if you come up here and say you Caribbean, I'm gonna treat you as if you're a Caribbean because you obviously identify with your Caribbean side more than whatever other side you got going on there. You see how that works?
Yeah, I do understand that I did lead
Right.
off with West African
So
because I was born in West Africa, but my parents, my mom is West African and my dad is East. It's Sudanese. My name is an Arabic name.
okay, thank you for that, but it just seems a little weird because all this time until the issue of your name come up, you never mentioned your East African side. So we were taking you at your word of being West African. So for future reference and in other panels, when they ask you, just say you're bi ethnic and explain the East and the West for them, so you won't have this pushback about your name or anything else about you.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to know what you found out about the Kingdom of Mauritania.
Oh, so about that, it said Tigris River and the Euphrates River, common day Iraq. Yeah. Submarine. Like, what exactly did you want me to like say?
No,
Were
well,
the first major civilization would kill them
West.
like Sumer, Akkad, and Babylon and Assyria, shaping human history for thousands of years. Like, what exactly did you want?
Today y'all use terms such as Middle East, North Africa, and West Africa as if they were different places, but then you use historical happenstance to support, whatever position you have, not also going back to what it actually was. And back then, it wasn't a separation of West Africa, North Africa, and the Middle East. They were actually all one huge kingdom that spanned from West Africa into North Africa. It's called the Kingdom of Mauritania. And one of the weaknesses that it succumbed to was the spread of religion, and that specific religion was the Arabic or Islamic religion. And that was literally what caused many wars across Africa. And because people who didn't, fall in line were persecuted. And then secondly, then Rome came through, and that was the end of, and that's when it shrank down to what is now today Morocco. But this is not that Moor shit. This is actual real. This is like history, like history. Anyway, so when you say that your name, blah blah blah, is this and that, that's not completely accurate take, because the name still had other influences from everywhere, and in different places that name is also spelled using certain vowels that didn't exist at a certain period of time in that particular language, that particular sound and pronunciation. And so when it's pronounced Aisha, that's not how you say it in Arabic. And the way we say Aisha, like how we say it in a song, damn sure ain't the same way they say it in Arabic. It has our own
But just
cultural.
because you changed it to assimilate to what your
It didn't
culture
change
is,
anything. It's nothing changed. It's literally all defined. The way you pronounce vowels in America, like we have. What you're saying, that our language system doesn't
my
have
the
doesn't
name
have the
Aisha
standing.
is 100% not American. I'll tell you that for free. But just because you change it to sound the way like your dialect, like
This troll is crazy, right? He knows a lot of Moors. Brothers must claim them. I know Moors. I do know Moors, and but I know real history too. And shit, I just told you. Like, look, I just gave you what to look it up. Like, tell me where I'm wrong at. Shit. But anyway, you're not. One thing is that you're not gonna sit here. That's a losing argument to make the claim that we changed an Arabic name to an American rap song that was sung by freaking Bobby not by
My name
Bobby
is
Brown.
okay. Let me let you finish. Yeah, but yeah,
You sound crazy. We don't even pronounce it the same way. It's not the same thing.
exactly. But my name is still older than that song in general. Like what?
Your name could be as old as dirt. It's not the same. It doesn't make it the
But
same
still,
name.
just
Our
because you
name
change the name to a
Aisha is older than your name because of how it's pronounced. Your name was never pronounced the same way, and Aisha's meaning is not the same thing, and so it's older because
just because you
his own
say it differently
definition.
doesn't change the name.
Yes, it fucking does. What are you talking about? That's what sounds are. What do you are you
You
like?
see, just because you
You
say it
literally
differently
said just
changes
because
the
it makes a
name.
different sound doesn't change it. Like, what do you
Just,
mean? That's what sounds is
just
all
because you
about. The
say
same
it
sounds.
differently doesn't mean it changes the name.
It does mean a different. It does change the name. I could say "fuck you," and I'd be like, "Oh, I could call you."
No, it really doesn't. Just
Yeah,
because you say a
and
name differently doesn't change the
hey,
origin of the name.
yo,
The
BX,
original name,
yo,
Aisha, is
BX,
an Arabic name.
yo,
I'm
BX,
here. I'm here.
yo, BX. How many different words do we have that means multiple different things used differently in the same context?
Too many to count, men. Too many to count.
Just be,
What's she talking about?
what?
Like, yo, it's brick outside, man. What the fuck you talking about? Like, what you
So you're
talking about?
trying to claim the name Aisha as yours just because you changed the way you said it.
It is ours. What do you
You say it's
mean? It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. It's ours. So, like, what are you talking about? If it was the same thing, then we'd be having a different argument. But it's not the same thing. That's like saying, "Oh, music is all ours because we created music." No, it's the type of music that's yours.
that
It's not the
is
same thing.
that is a completely different argument.
No, it's the same thing. Like, you
Wait,
can't
the
you
host. I think the host wants
if
to
the
play
words don't
some.
mean the same thing.
Wait, man. Go ahead, host.
Yes, Iesha is generally considered an American given name, and it became especially popular in the United States during the late 20th century. A few quick points. Iesha is a variant spelling of Aisha or Ayesha, a name with older roots connected to the historical figure Aisha. In the US, spellings like Iesha, Aisha, Iesha, and Ayesha developed as distinct Americanized spellings. The spelling Iesha in particular became widely used in the 1980s, 1990s in the United States, especially among Black American communities, where creative spelling variations of names became common. You might also recognize the name from the 1988 hip hop song Isha by Another Bad Creation, which helped make the name more visible in American pop culture. So the roots of the name are older, but the spelling Iesha is largely an American form that developed in the United States.
My name one isn't Iesha. It's Aisha.
Damn. Even AI just showed your ass.
No,
Pull up your
because who is
pants.
Iesha?
Man, pull up your pants.
Tell me some Dasha
Yeah.
her.
Well, if you
I
Google
was
it,
muted,
it's
love.
spelled
I
the same
wasn't
way as
okay.
yours, but one moment, it's spelled similar to yours, except it may have an accent mark at the top or two. So it's basically the same thing, just pronounced a different way. That's all.
Okay,
Spelled the
so
same
now
way.
that you changed, let's say, yeah,
So why do you
you
keep saying the way we changed it to fit us, ma'am? I ain't never been to the continent. Neither has any of my parents. So if we name somebody Aisha, we're doing it under our culture, our pronunciation. The Arabics way may not be correct because who the fuck are they?
that's
Right?
the
Why do you
name is
think
an
they're so
Arabic
superior
origin
to
name.
Black Americans? Why do you keep saying that since you changed it to where, like, cut it out, please? Understand that we have our own dialect, our own vernacular, and our own naming traditions. We are pronouncing it the way we are supposed to for our culture in our homeland. You are over here with over here bothering us in our homeland, pronouncing it your way from your homeland. Please cut it out.
You
Like, cut
changed
it
the
out,
name
man.
from the origin. The
We
or
did
Do we
not
listen?
change anything. How did we change
What do
it?
we listen? What do we listen to? Yo, the craziest
like
thing
the
is,
AI just
hold on,
said, the
hold on. Watch
origin
this.
of
Hold
the
on.
name.
Shut your ass up.
It's
So,
primarily
so,
from
so
Black
listen to
Americans.
this. So listen to
That's what
this,
I
right?
heard.
This is what doesn't make sense. This is what doesn't make sense. Is anybody in this room that is Black American listen to any Arabic songs or any Arabic languages or any Arabic text? Is anybody here listen to that?
No.
No, but
Oh, okay,
what?
but they listen, but and that's why when I said to the host, and I was like, when I was like, when I seen the name, he said Aisha, and I said Aisha. He knew exactly what I was talking about, and other people knew exactly what I was talking about. Aisha has a whole different. We had a different meaning, and she didn't even know what it meant. And what I'm saying is, my argument has nothing to do with how long and how old her name is. What I'm saying is that our name has its own unique history, and because of that unique pathway of how that name came about in our history, it's older than that name because that name is not the same thing. It's not the same name. It's not the same thing. It's not pronounced the same thing. It's not said the same way. If you show Americans that name, and any Black Americans specifically, they're gonna say Aisha. They're gonna say Aisha anyway. You know what I'm saying? And other cultures, they will say it, and they will not. It will not sound the same. A Spanish person will not pronounce it the same way. So I don't know what her argument really is. Like, it's like these people just come in here just to lose and just collect on the L's, man. I'm done.
Hey, happy X. Can I?
Hey, what's
Honoring,
up,
honoring.
Hey.
Honor?
So I hate to be telling my business, but
Well,
my
wait.
real, my
Chris was
real,
sitting up
my
here.
my real name is Aisha. And when
But
mommy named,
wait. Honoring. Chris was sitting up here before you
oh,
joined the
I'm
panel.
sorry, Chris.
Yeah.
Nope, nope, Aisha, go ahead, ladies. I'm gonna
Uh-oh,
mute.
he
Go
said
ahead.
Aisha. Go
You got it.
ahead.
So when my mommy named me, mommy didn't think about Africa. She thought about Stevie Wonder daughter. So that was the big deal in the 80s. We didn't think about Africa, but my name is Aisha, and it is they do pronounce it different from the people in the Africa, but my mother wasn't thinking about Africa when she named me Arabic. She named me after Stevie Wonder daughter.
Am I allowed to speak now, or like does somebody else want to speak?
Want to say something.
Okay.
We're just in our homeland, being our natural. So let's take the name Kamala, right? Black Americans pronounce it one way, and everybody get upset that we don't pronounce it. I think, I don't know how she pronounced the damn name. We just can't fix our
Kamala.
mouths to say certain things. Just like when you are talking as a continental African or as a child raised by two African parents, you don't pronounce our words the same way. That's fine. Why are y'all getting on us about this whole damn Aisha thing? It's in our homeland, in our culture. We don't think about it in Arabic when we're naming our children. Maybe sometimes if we're trying to, become Muslim and all that other stuff, because sometimes we do jump faiths, right? But that's the thing. You keep saying just because you changed it to fit the way you wanted it to sound, like that's dumb to me. Because never did I ever, until I got to TikTok, associate the name of Aisha with anything African, Muslim, anything. That was our names. Yeah, that's all
But
I want to say,
that's
y'all. It's just
okay.
weird.
But that's what I'm saying. Just because your ancestors didn't fit the name Aisha with, let's just say, like you said, an Arabic or an African descent name, doesn't mean the name is not an Arabic name. The original name is an Arabic name. It's in the Quran. It's in
I
it's
don't think
Well,
I
you
said
said first
that.
you said it was African, and
Uh, yeah. Doesn't get it. She doesn't get it. Although similar, it doesn't mean the same thing. Nor did we think of the origin being from an Arabic nation. That's why when you said your name is Aisha, and we was like, huh? Because we know how we mean it in our naming pattern. Black Americans have big names. We have different sounding names, and and a lot of things, where we get it from? Not the Muslims, but the Bible. Because I do know that one of my children have very biblical names. I got it from the Bible, not the Torah, not the Quran, not all this other stuff. Not from the Africans. I got it from the Bible. So I don't know. We got our naming conventions here, but that doesn't mean we ever thought about Africa. Because let's take my Alabamian roots, right? I got about 5 ancestors, including my granny, named May. And then I got a friend also from Alabama, and she said everybody over there is named Jackie. We just honor our ancestors with these type of names, and it has nothing to do with Africa, but more to do with those who came before us, and they all here in the United States, not an African in sight.
Do you see the people that came before us, right? You just a simple yes or no. You said the people that came before us.
Yes, I did
Do
say that.
you or do you not agree that your ancestors around 8 generations ago were or were not African?
I don't agree because they're listed as Creole, mulatto, Negro, colored. I don't even have Indian on any of my paperwork. Like the American Indians would be like, we went from
You said
Indian
three
to this
generations
to
ago.
that.
Jesus Christ.
No, she
Like
said 8. She said 8.
8 generations.
Yeah.
Eight generations. Nobody knows. Nobody has no document that says that the
Why
ancestors are
not?
African.
Count the generation for me. Let me see if I
Eight
have it
generations is
correct.
around 200 something years. One, two.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
around.
Miami. Hold on, hold
One.
on, hold on,
Africans,
hold on. I got it.
Africans didn't have documentation. So what the fuck documentation you based on? Africans didn't have documentation. So
Around
yeah,
8 generations
All right.
ago was around when the
So,
first
Hold
slaves were
on.
bought
okay.
over from
Hold
the
on, Aisha.
transatlantic.
No,
Go
yeah.
ahead,
not
BX.
really.
So
Not really,
which one of
ma'am.
y'all gonna sit and tell me y'all fucking have a no name person attached
Eddie,
to
leave
some
the
random
camera
person off of
on.
a slave
Let me tell
schedule?
y'all something. Let me tell y'all
Hold
something.
on. Hold
Yeah,
Fuck
on,
hold on.
y'all
Let me
Eddie.
talking
shut up.
about?
Hold on.
Hold on.
You can
Bro,
estimate
No,
that it's
y'all
because
coming
let
from the
she trying
address
to get
or
me to
in the
latch to
census.
Africa,
all right.
but here
Hold on.
my
Go ahead, BX.
okay, so 247 years ago, I could document my ancestor in New York, and she actually has an American name. There's no African for her. She predates the country, and she predates when New York being named New York. So I'm indigenous to New York. I don't mean native $5, but the people who are here before a country is formed and are instrumental in building said country are indigenous to the country, ma'am. So you trying to go 8 generations back? We've always been here on this land. So I really don't understand who
And,
you trying to trip
and
up.
also, right, BX.
Yeah.
Do you know what happened between what is it, Aisha? Do you know what happened between 1808 and 1865 in America?
Talking which
The
Aisha, me or
Mississippi
her?
slavery. I know
Yeah,
that they
you,
stopped
the
the
one next to
Africans from
me,
coming here. Go ahead.
You said
the one
1808
I'm
and
asking
what?
You gotta ask her how to say her name. It's not pronounced the same. It's
from
not pronounced
1808 to
Aisha.
1865. Are you aware that they were not allowing any slave ships over here in America?
Are you sure about that?
Aisha, how do you
Yeah, it's well
Aisha?
documented.
Aisha,
Huh?
how do you pronounce your name?
Everyone pronounces it differently. When I came to America, people started pronouncing it Aisha, but
I
my
know.
parents,
How do y'all pronounce it?
like my name,
Yeah,
Aisha,
your name. How did your parents pronounce it?
Aisha.
Aisha.
Yes,
So it's not Aisha.
yes. It's not.
It's Asha.
It's Aisha.
So Asha,
I don't want to get stuck on her name. I kind of want to go to what
Man,
Chris
what the
was
heck? Like, what
saying,
about the
right?
other
yeah,
people that are
we're getting back to
interested?
that. We're
Huh?
getting back to that.
Go ahead,
So
Miss. What
can we get?
happened?
I'm trying.
Brenda's a mod, so I don't know.
I'm just trying to make it clear here that right now we're mispronouncing her name, but she rather us mispronounce her name because she likes the way we say it better than how her name is really supposed to be pronounced.
No, I just don't really like correcting people. Like, if
Nah,
you like
no,
want to
I'm just proving
assimilate
a
it
point. I'm
more,
just proving a point. You know what I'm saying? You let the man do it. You let me do it. You let everybody here do it. And that's and listen. If you didn't, if it wasn't the case, listen. If my name is not what and y'all pronounce my name wrong, and I love what my name is, I'm gonna make sure you pronounce the shit right. So you love the American version of it, and that's why you trying to, you know what I'm saying, make that whole claim and all
no,
this
I really
bullshit.
don't. I just don't really like correcting people.
You're
Some
trying to
people
keep
really can't
you're
say
trying
So
to
you
make your
trying to
Aisha.
you're trying
correct
to
us
make
on
your
everything
version of the
else?
name. You're trying to make our version of the name your version of the name, and trying to draw some level of correlation when there is no correlation. The way we say it is not the same as yours, but you like the way we say it better than the way y'all say it,
It's not that I
and
like it. It's just that some
you
people
do.
generally can't pronounce it. Like at first, when I told you it was Aisha, you said Asha. Like you got it wrong the first time I told you. So I would have. It's tiring having to recorrect people over and over and over again
Yeah,
when
well,
Aisha is
then you
practically
don't
the
like your
same
name
thing.
enough to then you don't like your name enough to do it, and that's okay. I mean, shit,
I love
I
my
should,
name actually.
yeah,
I
you
think
don't
it's
love your
really
name
cute.
better
I love
than
my name.
no, you love the way we say it. You know what I'm saying? That's
No,
why you settle for it.
no, not really.
Yeah. So it's all good. It's Black
Okay,
American shit. It's Black
man.
American stuff, and that's the thing. You and your people, y'all don't want to give credit to Black Americans because of how we make everything so flavorful and shit. Like we make everything for contagious. Like that's just what we do. We make everything effective, efficient. See, y'all don't have the ability to do that. So y'all do that same European shit. That European shit. You know what I'm saying? That's y'all common in that y'all, y'all are like interbred between Middle Eastern, like African
No,
native
I have a DNA
and
test. I'm
Europeans, right?
100% African.
And you got
All my
European
roots trace
and
back
you
to
got
Sudan.
Europeans in your ass. Yeah, you got you know you
No,
think
I could
no
show you DNA test. I could like pull it up. I'm
yeah, you got
100%.
European in
Hey,
your ass. You got Romans in your
we don't
ass.
want to lose track.
Would
Cause let me
Would you
get
like
right
me to
back
show it?
to a,
Yeah, show your
hold on.
DNA test. Ask the
Yeah.
host.
Okay. Yeah. Let me
Ask
pull
the
it
host.
up. The person can
Ask the
go
host.
first. I'll show my DNA test.
Yo,
Fresh,
host.
fresh. She's annoying, fresh. I'm telling on
Can
y'all.
you
Fresh has entered the chat. I'm telling on y'all. She's annoying. The lady is annoying right now.
And
We
that's
stuck on
okay.
her
You
name.
can.
Come
We're
on, let
stuck
her
on
show
her
her DNA
name.
test,
But
man.
I
Let her
want to
show her
go
DNA test.
to, yeah, I'd rather go to Chris's information because she really,
I like
really
I like I
tried
like I
to
like this
get me to
stuff. I
put
like
my
this is learning.
genealogy in Africa. But even 276 years ago, they were here in what is now known as the United States of America. And I dislike when they do that because they make me stand on my indigeneity, which I don't deny, but that's not the whole of me. So Aisha, you just said you're 100% African, then you don't have no right to sit here and ask us shit, because we ain't the same people.
You know
Period.
what?
Yeah.
I wanted her to show it
But
so
you
I could
sat here and
really see
asked me
that.
questions, so why would I not answer them?
Show
You
your
joined
DNA
our
test. Why you
panel.
not
Okay,
showing
yeah, I'm
your
pulling it
DNA
up right
You
now.
test?
Hold up.
joined our
Why you not
panel.
showing
I'm
your
gonna
DNA
ask you
test?
questions.
I want to see this DNA test. I'm gonna prove a point. Yo, host, you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yo, host, you give her the I want to see this DNA test. I don't have my
Yeah, she put it
glasses.
on the screen. I'll put
All
it
right,
up.
dope. The chat going
Just so
bananas.
annoying.
Yeah.
Eight generations. She thought she had 8 generations back. Would you say that they can? No, they were right here in New York. Duh.
Oh,
Ha
we gonna get to
ha.
that. We gonna
Ah
get to
ha.
that
Let me
here.
stop acting New
That's
York.
what my thing is. If you while we waiting on her, can you get me the big screen host? While you waiting on her?
Yeah,
Because that's
hold
what we
on.
were talking about
What's
anyway.
this image? What's this image?
It's basically me and AI created a thing about from 1808 to 1865, and those are the documented slave ships that they what I'm saying, caught. So basically the African squadron, they pretty much caught, as you can see right there, 150,000 African slaves. Many of the times the ships were abandoned at sea. Most of the time, the African slaves either unalive before they made it back to the shores of Sierra Leone, from the Sierra Leone, or Liberia. They didn't even make it over here to America. You know what I'm saying? So what we were talking about earlier, before we started talking about the DNA and stuff, was basically she saying, well, about us being African, that's not possible, because right there you see all these numbers, you see all these ships. You already know that from multiple documentation. And then when I had asked her and told her from 1808 to 1865, it wasn't no slave ships coming, she said, how do I know that? Thomas Jefferson, the one who owned the most slaves, was the ones who signed it in. So that's pretty much what we were on before that happened. You know what I'm saying? But I want to answer your prompt though, if we can go back to it, because it's like she
Man, we went, man. I want to see this DNA test.
Oh
but yeah,
Lord.
that.
The chat saying
So
they want
next
to see
time
the
they
DNA
get,
test too. They say, yo, where Aisha at with this test? That's what they say in the chat. Yo, listen, bro. Yo, listen. This right here, 1808 to 1865. This thing, it sounds like you're talking about the Back to Africa movie. There was a period where they actually were trying to bring it to those two different locations where most of them died from either famine or from sickness in that particular area. Majority of them, but there was also a portion that did make it to Liberia. And that's how you have America, Liberia. The first few presidents were actually American freedmen from Americans, American soil. But one of them was decapitated by the natives. So I say that hopefully that's TikTok friendly. But these people, that person Aisha, right? Like I'm gonna tell you, like the reason why she's taking long to get this profile is because she's lying. I hate to put it that way, but look, these people are mixed with Romans and stuff. They're mixed with Europeans and stuff, man. Like that's literally what Middle Easterns are. You know what I'm saying? Somalia is just a lot of interbreeding. I mean, excuse me, not interbreeding. Um, you know, the one I can't say. You know, with each other. That's why they're like that. They look like that.
They
Personally, think she's
annoying,
allegedly
man.
getting
They are
paid.
just
I think she's
annoying.
allegedly getting paid.
Allegedly.
Yep,
I think the
allegedly
ones
getting
that
paid.
stay here just go, gotta be like I call them residential tellers. They just gotta sit under us and just be contrarians instead of being here with a pen and paper and going to research and coming back with an informed rebuttal. I call them residential tellers. But you paid tellers is a real thing too, because we do know that they send them to come sit around what they think is FBA spaces, because now they labeling everybody FBA.
Yeah, the general. You're right. I just can't say that. I've gotten flagged for that before. I'm a big proponent of talking about people's you know I would say the evolution, if you want to call it that, or degeneracy. And typically, when I talk about in the African continent, there's some level of degeneracy. It's just what it is. I think that they entered that massive level of degeneracy during the transatlantic slave trade period. Like that was the beginning. Like we was the
I
ones
think
that,
she going to create a
whatever
deportation
ancestors we
process.
have, were the people that was keeping that line. Oh shit! She
I think
making
we're going to
one.
create one
She
with
typed in
Grok.
the AI create me DNA
Yeah, she
profile
with
and
Grok
shit.
right now trying to create one. Here it comes.
I'm actually not trying to create it. I literally just can't find it. I'm looking at the app right now.
Yeah, I'm
It would
sure.
be obvious if AI created
How
one though.
inconvenient? How inconvenient? How inconvenient? Oh my god! How fucking funky,
What?
I
man.
want I want to know what's the obsession with them. What he said, we just trying so hard to prove we're not African. But I mean, I could find my European ancestors' names. I mean, I really could go back and find my European ancestors' names. I can't find the original names of my African ancestors, right? So why aren't I running around calling myself European? That's just ludicrous, right? Because I'm not European, right? Too many admixtures and all of
But
this.
then you guys are
It's
just
the same
contradicting
thing.
yourself because he says,
I didn't land. I did not land.
Go
Thank
get
you.
that DNA test, man.
I
Go get
did
that
not
DNA test.
land. So here's my issue too. Why would I run around and call myself African? I don't even run around and call myself indigenous, but I know who my indigenous ancestors are. And I still don't know where them pesky Africans are, but I'm expected to just claim them. I'm foundational Black American, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. These immigrants, I think they need to do better in their homeland and identify themselves. Because when they come here, they have an identity crisis. They put down them tribes and pick up what they think is theirs, which is ours, right? They migrate here and become Black American, African American, but if they were the ideal immigrants to go back home, there would be no Black American / African American for them. But they want to tell me who the fuck I am. Like, come on, leave me alone right now. Oh, better prompt. Thank you. Not better, but you know. Whew. That was exhausting. Aisha is exhausting. Do you really want these test results, Mins?
Yep.
Yeah,
It might as
African
well
descent doesn't mean a thing, frontliner. Please don't bother me with that profile picture, okay? Go get one that's a little more holy. Then
we have
talk
two
to
new
me.
guests on the stage. Hey, what's going on, Kiara? And I don't know what that says, honoring, whatever. But yeah, hold on, let me see what that says. Honoring thy ancestors. Oh,
It's
all right, that's what's
fresh.
up. Oh, what's up,
Fresh
Fresh?
finally came up. What's up,
Hey,
Fresh?
what's up?
I
What's up?
see.
"Hey, D,
Yeah,
hey,
so
everybody.
Hey.
yeah,
Hi,
like
Fred.
I was about to ask what was your thoughts on the prompt, but
Hi."
let's go to Kiara. What's Kiara's thoughts on the prompt?
I just kind of got thrown into this. I just hopped into the room, but okay. Hey y'all. Why are
Hey,
Africans? Why are Africans begging Black Americans to be African? Because they don't want to be. Somebody got to be African. Like, like that's my hilarious way. But I think that the world has seen who we are and how influential we are, and they can say that we're not if they want to, but culturally, we run shit. It just is what it is, and so I think that aside from the Pan Africanists that kind of tried to make us Africa. I think it's just ultimately a destiny swap, if I'm being honest. They want us to be African so they can be us and try to assume our identities. And it's not going to work that way. Because if we decided to all migrate to Africa, we're just going to turn that bitch up too. And this going to turn destitute over here. So what's the point? Because they don't know how to toil and grow what they already have. Like, be proud of who you are. Why you want to be us? And why you want us to be you? We're not the same. We just got the same skin complexion. That does not make us the same.
But when we claim that we are proud of being African, you say we're not. You say no one wants to be
Wait,
African.
first of all, slow down.
Hold on. Who is we?
That's what I'm about to hit. Who is you and who is we? I have
Africa
not heard
as
you
a whole,
speak.
because when you guys say
Hold
Africa,
on,
you guys
friend. Hold
love to
on, friend.
generalize Africa
Hold
as
hold
one
on,
big
friend.
country.
Hold on, friend.
I,
Because if that's the route you want to go, hold on. Let me finish. So if that's the route you want to go, why y'all keep trying to tell us who the fuck we are when you ain't even trying to be who you are? You don't get to come into somebody else's land and tell them who we are. Them white folks done convinced y'all that we don't know who we are, but we've always known. Just because they want to keep it buried, that don't mean we didn't know. Y'all just didn't know. And whatever they fed y'all, y'all ate that shit up just to come over here and try to tell us who we are. That's why we be on y'all fucking necks. Mind y'all fucking business. This ain't got nothing to do with you. The
I have
African
a question
continent
for
and
you.
as a whole, aside from where the white people reside, is destitute. That's what y'all need to be worried about. Leave us the fuck alone. Why can't y'all understand that? We don't
I
bother
have a
y'all.
question for you, Kiara,
Hold on one second. Hold on. Let me land real fast. Hold on. I got you. Hold on. We don't bother y'all. And if you want to be real about it, I'm 43 years old. So the only things we fucking knew about Africans is that we could feed y'all for 13 fucking cents a day. And we had empathy for y'all. We didn't even grow up with you motherfuckers. We didn't know nothing about Africa until we became adults. We never seen an African until we became a fucking adult. We only seen the flies on y'all face on TV. Now, you can't tell me that wasn't 100% correct because I've been to Africa, 10 countries to be exact. Is it all the way correct? I don't think so.
You've been
But
to
it
Africa.
absolutely. I've been to
she
Nairobi,
just
Tanzania,
said it.
Liberia, Libya, Kenya,
And you
Ghana. Where
said
you want to
every
keep going?
single one of those countries are hungry and have flies on their face.
Hold on, friend. Hold on. Are you listening or are
You
you
said
listening
you
to
are
respond?
43 years old,
Are you
and the only
listening
thing you
to
knew
shut
from
up?
Africans
Shut
growing
up. Be
up
quiet.
is
Hold
from what
on.
you
Be
saw on
quiet. Are you
TV.
listening to
Are you
respond or did
okay?
you are you listening to respond or did you hear what I said? I
All right,
said
hold
you
on.
can't tell me
Real
that it
quick.
wasn't
Hey,
true,
I'm
but
gonna
I'm
let.
not saying everything was like that. That's what I said. I didn't say every African country was like that. But what they showed us was true because it does exist there. Because I seen it. That's what
And
I
it's the
said.
majority. Yeah, it's the majority of the
That's what I
countries that.
said. I didn't say all of Africa was like that, but I'm
Did you?
telling you what I
The
seen with my own
majority of
eyes and
Africa
what was
is very
Hold
be
much
on.
not.
quiet, Aisha.
Hold on, Aisha. Let her finish. Then you can respond. All right. Let her
No,
finish.
no, 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 no. Wait. After she finished, I have to ask Fresh and Aisha. I
I
mean, Kiara a
never, I
question.
never said that all of Africa was like that. You're not listening. You just ready to jump down somebody's fucking throat. But be quiet and use your fucking listening ears. Turn them bitches on.
She's crashing. She's been up here
Yeah,
for a
Okay, so can
You
I
while.
know,
speak now?
I'm
hold
not
on,
done. He said, wait till I'm done. I'm not done.
All right.
I didn't say
Go ahead.
all of Africa, but I can put a profile, I can put a picture up here with me, with those children that you motherfuckers left in a fucking orphanage because they was born with house in Virginia. Like you didn't give it to them.
What's the orphanage there though? Because there's a lot
Baby,
of them
I
that
went
they
to
call street kids.
I went to 3 orphanages and those kids were abandoned because their parents left them there because they were born with house in Virginia. Do I need to put the picture up of me with the African kids at one of the orphanages?
That's okay. I'm sorry. Are you done?
You understand what I'm saying? So
no,
Yeah.
don't
no,
come
Okay.
at me
no. When
sideways.
she's
I'm just
no,
answering the fucking
no.
I
prompt.
want.
Yeah,
Hold
when she's done,
on,
I had a
man.
question. I had a question for Fresh and her. I had this
Go ahead,
All
question.
right.
man.
I want
What's your
you
question?
can hold on. Hold
I
on. I
have to
want her
ask
to
this question.
real quick, man. Can you hear me? I want her to respond and then you can ask the question.
Nah,
Okay.
man, that's gonna change the whole trajectory. It's gonna take. It's gonna go further from the relevant question.
No, I want to respond to
All
her
right.
first before something else gets
Hold
added
on.
on,
Yeah, because I
please.
don't
Go
want to
ahead.
put. I'm not trying to highlight this
All right.
African.
All right. So
I
go
want to
ahead.
ask.
Go ahead, real quick, man, and
Yeah,
then she
thank
can
you so
respond.
much,
Go ahead.
man. I don't want to fucking highlight an African, man. Yo, Fresh and Kiara, yo, when I say Aisha to y'all, like what is the memory? What is your understanding of that name,
It's a black
Aisha?
American name. Ain't nobody in Africa named Aisha.
I think of
Watch this.
I do know
Islam.
that. Listen, look at that big
I
screen. That's
think
me right there
of
in the.
Hold on.
You understand?
Go ahead, Fresh.
That's me
Yeah, we
right
see
there
the
in the
picture.
purple at
All
the
right, but
fucking
hold on.
orphanage.
Hold on real quick. Go ahead, Fresh.
This is a mess. I was just saying, I think of when Prophet Muhammad married a young girl. That's what I think of when I hear the name Aisha.
Well,
Rebecca
I
was
think
9.
of
Please, we're not
I
talking
think
about
of
Islam right now.
another bad creation because they made that
You
song for
understand?
me. They made that song for me. You
Aisha,
couldn't tell me that
Yeah,
was
that's
they
what I'm
wasn't
saying.
song for me.
That's what I think about. I think about the
you
Bobby
are
Brown
song
older than
good.
me.
Aisha.
Yep, I was in junior high
Yeah,
school. I was like, they
like,
talking to
but
me.
like I don't know what they talking
I
about,
didn't listen
man.
to that song. I heard it
From
before,
Bobby
but I never
Brown.
listened. Yeah, I never listened
Wait,
to
no,
Bobby
where'd
Brown.
she
That
go?
wasn't Bobby
What?
Brown. That was another
It
bad
was a group. It was a
creation.
group with Bobby
It was a
Brown in it.
group. No,
No,
not that. No,
you
the
thinking
Boys
about
to
New
Men.
Edition? Yeah,
Yeah,
you thinking
Boys
about.
to Men. No, not Bobby Brown. That was another bad creation
It was
that made
I
that
can
song.
ABC.
listen to Boys to Men sometimes.
Somebody in the comments said that Aisha was Muhammad's 6-year-old wife. That's another thing.
I
Y'all do shit.
told you.
Listen, I'm gonna say this, and then y'all can view the profile picture up here. I done been to Africa, multiple countries, okay? But I'm gonna say this: y'all do shit that we just don't do. Y'all still trading people and talking about y'all didn't sell nobody. That's what trade is. When you trade people, look at Northern Africa. And yes, all 54 countries y'all looped into one box. Y'all all African. And the fact that y'all got 54 countries and y'all letting that shit happen in Northern Africa, y'all should be ashamed of y'all fucking selves.
Every
Don't
single
I've
come up.
never
country in
seen
Africa has its
an
own different
orphanage
presidentry.
that
Okay,
We
so
small.
have
then,
different governments. And
so
then
even,
you
okay,
going with your
okay,
white
so let's
savior
go with that.
idea.
Wait. What
Okay,
you?
so
What?
let's, no, no,
Hold
no, no,
on,
no,
real
let's go with
quick.
that.
Hold on. I want to hear what Fresh was saying, real quick. Then you can continue.
I was just saying I never seen a orphanage that small in Africa.
There's 20 more kids inside.
Uh,
The lady in the blue is one
That
of
was
the workers.
Jack.
yeah, it that I've seen. Well, I've seen two of them before, but it didn't look in that. They didn't look like that.
And this is
It
10
was
minutes
really
outside
bad.
of
What state is?
Nairobi.
Oh, that's in
Can I
Kenya.
show
Is it?
y'all? Can I show y'all why I seen why I went over here to Tanzania as well?
I want to
Yeah.
address. I want to address what Aisha
Y'all
just
about to be
said, though.
y'all about to be sad
All
and
right.
shit, man. I'm feeling
All
like
right.
I
Hold
was when I
on.
seen that kid when I was a kid and I seen that commercial and they say
Right.
you could feed a child for 6 cents and all of that. All you gotta do is
Uh,
just call and
Them
like, yo,
kids look good.
yeah,
The kids I saw, their clothes was baggy. It was a lot.
man,
It was a lot going on.
Oh,
y'all
trust
being
me,
sad
they
right
was in
now,
there.
man.
So, like,
Let's
can I
talk about
respond
Africa.
now?
Let's talk about Black
Huh.
Americans.
all right.
Let's be happy again.
I want Kiara to be able to. You said you had a question,
I
and
wanted to
then we're
get
gonna
back to
go to.
what Aisha just said about
All
Africans
right.
all having different governments, right? And so
All right.
that's
Hold
even
on, real
more.
quick. So after
Mhm.
you land, we're gonna go to Black
But
Vanguard.
I never got the chance to respond to the first claim she made.
You can
I wasn't
respond.
done because you keep interrupting, but go
Yeah.
ahead.
I'll
I'll listen to
never.
you.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go ahead and then I'm gonna respond to you.
Okay, I will say, first of all, you said that you went to how many different African countries? Like
10.
9?
10.
Okay, and you said that everywhere that you went, like you went to the orphanages and they were orphans. There are orphans everywhere in the world. You go to Africa with these like
But it's
white
not.
savior
It's hold
ideologies,
on.
thinking just because you went to these
Africa.
impoverished
Hold on.
places.
First of all, I
Africa
didn't go
has
to save
the most.
nobody. Let's talk about it. I left them motherfuckers right there where they was. I just gave them a little bit of rice and some suckers.
I said white savior, not.
You said a white savior complex, bitch. I ain't trying to save nobody but me and
But you
mine. What are
really
you
are,
talking
because you're
about?
going to these African countries
No,
thinking you're
I
Okay,
went
helping
all
to
these
right.
people
no, I
when
didn't
you're
go there to
really
save
not.
Leave him
nobody. I went to
alone.
visit. Fuck is you talking about?
You went to
We
visit,
got
but you're at an
passports.
Right.
orphanage.
I
Who
can
goes to an
travel when I
orphanage?
want to. I just happened to
Who
see
goes on vacation
orphanages
and
when I
visits
went
an
there.
orphanage? You
Me,
guys go to
bitch.
Africa thinking everything is dirty, gross, and like what?
Bitch, we visit orphanages here. What are you talking about?
I've never
Hold
visited an
on. Hold on,
orphanage
real
in the
quick, y'all.
U.S.
Hold
You
on,
ain't
real
one of
quick.
us, bitch.
Thomas,
Hold on,
I don't
Kiara.
want to be
Kiara,
one
hold
of
on.
you. That's what
All right,
I'm
hold
trying
on,
to
Asia.
say.
I mean, Aisha, hold on. Tell us how many countries are developed
You say how
when
many
it
countries
comes
are
to.
developed?
Yeah,
Are you talking to
hold on,
Aisha?
Kiara. Yeah, I'm telling Aisha. Yeah, how many countries are developed?
Developed in which way do you mean by
That's what he asked
developed?
you.
To the
She repeats the question
Do
and
you know
then
what?
she
Do you know what
Yes,
refuses.
I know
developed
what's
is?
developed mean, but when
Okay,
you're
so
talking
how
about okay,
many? Hold
developed,
on, ma'am.
like
How
America
many?
is less developed than China. Does that mean you guys are bare dumb? No,
Hold on. The question I asked you was how many countries in Africa are developed?
more than half of the countries in Africa are developed. Yes. Why would I
So
know
why
Okay,
the
y'all
what?
exact
running?
number? I don't know.
So why y'all
I need
running?
you to,
And someone just
I
said
need you,
50.
hold on.
I'm sorry.
I need you to cite a source.
About how many countries are developed in Africa?
Yes.
When you about to add to her fucking list, she already can't produce that DNA result. Now she ain't gonna be able to reproduce these results, huh?
And be specific, Matumde, be specific, developed by
Please,
them, cause
Sharkeisha, don't play with my name like
South
that.
Africa and
Hold on real
Johannesburg is
quick. Hold
developed by
on,
white
Aisha.
people.
Hold on.
I'm
Why did you
following, I'm
call her
following you.
Sharkeisha? Like I said, I need you to cite a source about what you said. So it doesn't include you calling people names.
But she just called me some like whatever she said. I can't. That's not even like I've never heard that name in my life.
I
Well,
wasn't talking to you. I was
I
talking to the
asked you.
host.
Oh, there you go. I was looking. She got the big screen.
I
I'm
need you
following
to
you.
produce those sources, man.
About how many countries are developed in Africa?
Yeah.
Aisha, I just did some quick research, and you can do it too.
It's
China
not
is
research if you
not
search something up. It's just looking something up. Research is in depth.
Hey,
Well,
But
hold
continue.
girl,
on,
tomato,
hold
okay.
on.
tomato.
So
What's the
that's
answer?
so that's why I preferenced and I said I did a quick research. Quick.
All right, what were you saying, Fresh?
Come on, teacher.
She must
You're not
have.
gonna answer?
Okay, but as I was saying, okay,
She
that's
may
what I'm
have
saying. You
got a
can't
phone
just be
call.
like, there's no evidence that go like, oh yeah, these all these countries, every single country in Africa are developed. They are to the point where
What country are you
Did you
He
hold
from?
said
on?
how
You said
many
they
what country am
are.
I
are.
from?
Hold on. Did you say they are?
What?
I said, did you say that they are developed?
Every
I
single
would
country
say
in
any country
Africa
that
is developed to a point. Of
any
course, it's
country that
No,
different for
practices
every
that's
single
not
slavery is not
country
true.
because
developed.
Africa
That's
isn't one big country.
yes.
Okay.
It's 54 countries. Okay.
33 are underdeveloped, ma'am.
Underdeveloped still doesn't mean developed. I'm sorry, you guys are
Yes. Well,
Do you
underdeveloped
hold
not know
on.
compared
what
to
All right.
China.
Well,
underdeveloped
Doesn't
means?
hold on. We can speak specifically about Nigeria. You have Makoko, which I've heard they demolished that, but then it's 48 million people practicing open defecation in Nigeria, and then also they have the second or sometimes first paternity fraud rates and worldwide.
Keep going, deflecting back to China, saying we're not as developed as China. Have you been to China? I haven't. I
have
can't
you
tell
been
you
to
which
Africa? You
country.
haven't, so don't speak on it. Anyway, next I'm talking to the host.
First of
Shut
all,
the fuck
you
up,
gonna have some
bitch.
respect in here. The fuck? You don't know who BX
Right.
is, do you?
Was I talking?
So
I
I
don't
Yeah,
asked
care.
you a question,
please
and I
respect.
admitted I haven't gone over to China. I
Yo,
haven't seen
falling
too
right
many
now,
videos,
brother.
but I do see Africans showing videos of their own homeland, right? And y'all sort of get into international news with the child mind things that just collapsed on the children, but you ain't talking about that. So anyway, ma'am, I was just gonna ask you how is China more developed than the USA? I was gonna ask you to give me what you're talking about, ma'am.
Technology, medicine, innovations. All three.
Bullshit.
China is out
Bullshit.
literally by 20,
Y'all are
like
dying from
30, 20
everything out
years
there.
outdates America
Bullshit.
grandly.
Bullshit.
It's
Y'all are
crazy how you
dying.
know
Y'all are
about more
dropping
about
like
China than
flies
your
out
own
there.
No,
continent.
because
Y'all
what
are
I'm
being
talking
colonized right now
China
by
is one
fucking Chinese
country.
people.
Africa is
Damn,
54
man. Why you
different countries. You can't expect me to
you say
generalize every
Africa
single
as hard
country
as
in
you want?
Africa.
It doesn't change the fact that Africa is
The
being
most developed
colonized
country, I'm
by
sorry.
multiple European countries. You got fucking China as well, fucking colonizing portions of Africa, and they're dropping like
That's what
flies.
I'm
Their
trying to
fucking
say.
medicine is
Most parts
their
of Africa
medicine
that
is
are
not
undeveloped is because they were colonized.
their medicine is so
Girl, America
sloppy.
was too. The
Hold
fuck
on.
is you saying?
Their medicine is flopping so bad that you got people like Bill Gates fucking running whole study ministries out there. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. What you
In
talking
China
about?
or where?
In Africa, you got a whole foundation. Bill Gates got a whole foundation. Him and his wife.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Most
Like,
of
what you
Africa
talking
is
about,
developed, but
man?
it's not developed in
That's not
terms of
developed. Y'all
the
got people
Western.
experimented on y'all. What
That's
you
not
talking about?
true. That's not
Host, can
true.
I say
You
something real
got you
quick?
got you got people from
She
other you
that's
got
what
people
Yeah.
from
I
other
noticed
places
she keep
experimenting on
making
Did
y'all
you say
these
she's not
she
in
keeps
Africa?
because
saying
y'all
these
need the
things
fucking
and
money.
it's not.
Hold on, y'all. It's three
Why do
mics
you
right now.
think Africa is developed?
Because Africa is developed. You guys, some of you people have never
Okay,
been to Africa and you're saying
what?
it's not
Hold
developed.
on, man. What
There's
So
two
countries
why
are
you
people
didn't
on this
developed?
remain? Why
panel.
you not in Africa
Hold on
right
real quick.
now?
Hold on real quick, man. Which countries are developed? Then we're gonna go to Kiara right after this.
Seychelles,
What countries are
Mauritius,
developed, man?
Algeria, Egypt, Tunisia, South Africa, Gabon, Botswana, Libya, Morocco, Eswatini, Equatorial Guinea, Cape Verde, Namibia, Republic of
So a
Congo.
lot of these countries she's talking about is in North Africa.
And their cities.
You said the Congo?
Did you say
You said the
Seychelles is
Congo?
every single country I just named? You just said city.
Did you just say
The
Congo?
cities are developed, not the countries themselves.
The fact that you chose to
There's
be
no cities. If she think that Lagos and Abuja is developed, she's crazy.
Since when was Abuja a freaking country? I'm sorry, please. No one listed
Abuja
Nigeria.
is the state capital.
No one listed Nigeria, did I? Though I
You
said
said the
Seychelles,
inner city.
Mauritius,
Who said the inner city?
Algeria.
Somebody who yelled out the inner city. Who said the city areas? Who
Me,
He
said that?
said that.
I did.
Did she say that the city areas were developed?
Nope.
And
She named the
it's
whole country.
everywhere in the world there will be
Oh, okay.
underdeveloped cities. You go to places like California, Skid Row is underdeveloped
yo,
compared to other
You done
parts
you're
of the
that.
comparing a
city.
state,
Hold on,
you're
hold on,
comparing a
hold
state
on.
to an entire
Now
country.
you're making an ass out of yourself. You've been making an ass out of yourself, but you're really making an ass out of yourself now. You didn't just name a street and say it's undeveloped. Is you slow?
And
Everywhere you go in the world, there will be underdeveloped places. Doesn't
the
mean
crazy part,
Ma'am,
the
baby,
you,
whole
is that
place
the
should be
poor.
ma'am,
generalized as undeveloped.
The crazy part is
is
that the
she
poor
crazy?
parts of America is more developed than Africa. What are you talking about? Even in our poor areas, it's
The,
developed. We just got poor
oh my
people too.
God.
What are you talking about?
So
There's
you
still
just proved my
infrastructure.
point. No matter where you go, there will be
No. I did
underdeveloped
it.
places
Y'all don't have the
compared to
infrastructure. We
others.
do. Y'all don't have the infrastructure.
Hey,
We do.
You
Even
just
in
hey,
say
our
we don't
poorest
have
areas.
infrastructure.
and
Even in our
also, can I
poorest
show
areas.
what?
Yeah.
And also, can I show
I
one I
wanted.
did
Hold
while
on,
sitting
real
over
quick.
here in
Black
Tanzania?
Vanguard.
Hold on,
Hold on, real.
what country is she in right
Hold
now?
on, man. Hold on, man. We'll get to that in 1 second. Kiara, are you finished? When you do land, we're gonna go to Black Vanguard.
No, I wanted to address something she said about the reason why Africa is not developed is because of the colonizers. Okay, so first of all, America was colonized too, right? But all them WARs that happened here, yeah, that was us fighting them niggas, and them white people don't fuck with us here for real. But secondly, I need you to really address the fact that is it really that they're being colonized, or are y'all leaders making bad deals?
It very much is both.
It's your
Because
leaders
one,
make
like places like, yeah, I'm
I'm
sorry.
not done. I'm not done. No. Because nobody is over there forcefully taking anything. Your leaders, including the leader of Burkina Faso, who just made a $150 million health deal with the United States. Your leaders are selling you out. Stop talking
Which
about
is very
people.
much true,
Be
but that's not
quiet,
still in
friend.
every
Hold on.
Oh
country
I'm
in
my
not done.
God.
Africa.
No. Y'all want to blame everybody but your own fucking leaders. They are selling you out. Ain't nobody going over there taking nothing. And not to mention, you got to understand that most of the aid that the U.S. gives goes to Africa. You know how many countries, upward of the millions, almost billions, that the USA gives to Africa and all its countries
You
in
keep saying
aid?
Africa.
It's
Stop
really,
saying
I
that.
said the
There are
continent of
Israel.
Africa and all its
It's
countries.
Israel, but
name
not the
one.
brother.
Name like give me 10
Israel's
countries that
number one.
has financial aid from Africa, from
Nigga,
America.
Ethiopia yearly gets $650 million from the USA in aid.
Okay, but
What
still
are you talking about?
Ethiopia as
Pull
a
it up.
whole, the whole country itself is not underdeveloped. You keep talking about how
Namibia.
Are
Africa is
you
the most
missing the
underdeveloped
fucking
thing you've
point?
ever
Are
freaking
you that
seen.
obtuse?
Like
Are
I
you
will
that
put it in my
dense?
perspective. Sudan is
No.
well,
Be
Your
quiet,
perspective
because you
is
just
low.
listening to respond. You're being real dense and real stupid right now.
don't call me stupid,
Stop acting
actually,
like it.
lady, with your old ass. Calm
Stop
down.
acting like it.
Comment.
Stop acting like it and use your fucking listening
You use
ears.
your fucking head. You keep
Use your
going to, you
fucking
keep thinking
listening ears.
Africa.
The US gives
Oh my God.
the US gives upward of 500 million at the minimum to about 30 countries. And you talking about somebody going over there taking shit? How are they stealing and giving aid at the same time? That shit don't make sense.
You
And
still
then
very
your
much
leaders making
can. You
bad deals.
still
Ain't
very
nobody
much
stealing from
can.
y'all. Y'all
You
want to blame
still very much
everybody
can.
but your
The
fucking
gold in your
people.
iPhones is from Congo. Like, what are you talking about? Gold in Dubai is from
What gold?
Sudan.
What gold in our
You
iPhones?
got? Are you actually insane?
You talk about the cobalt.
It's
You
actually
talk about
you,
cobalt.
She act like ain't no
idiot.
gold here in America. Like,
It's
are you crazy?
actually you,
America has
Aisha.
gold.
If
Bitch,
you
yes.
They
calm
don't really use
down
much gold in
and
fungi.
Hey,
They
listen
hold.
to
mostly use
what
it for
you're
compact.
saying, you can see
Oh,
that it's really
Mostly
you.
cobalt.
It's not gold. You meant cobalt.
Yeah.
Crazy ass girl.
You guys, okay, calm down, old ass. Anyway, you guys still
That's what I'm
strip
trying
Hey,
to
these
can I
tell
ask you a
you
countries
to
question?
for
do.
all their minerals and try
You
to act
need to
like you guys
calm
don't
Aisha,
get
down.
nothing
you
from
wish
these
you
No,
would get
no,
to
countries. Are
that
no,
you
hey,
no.
hold
point.
dumb?
on,
You.
Aisha. Hold on,
This
hold on,
is
Aisha.
why you keep making an ass out of yourself. You're just blurting out anything.
And Fresh usually sticks up for the immigrants, man.
No, she
Even though they
don't.
be
But all right,
wrong.
I want to get to. All right, let's get to Black Vanguard. All right, what's up, Black
So yeah,
Vanguard?
it was so yeah. I actually traveled to 11 different countries myself. I've been in Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, Ethiopia, Uganda, Egypt, Nigeria, Ghana, Senegal, South Africa, Botswana, and Egypt. I've been some places over there. Now I'm gonna show you a video of how it looked like in Tanzania, Dar es Salaam, in the district of Mikochini over there. It's like an hour, like 30 minutes, like 20 minutes literally from downtown area in Dar es Salaam. I'm about to show you how it looked like. And before I show y'all how it looks like in Tanzania, especially in Dar es Salaam, Aisha, what country are you from?
Where was I born? I'm by no, what's it called? I'm bi ethnical. Both my parents are from different countries.
What countries?
My dad is East and my mom is West, but I was born in West Africa.
What what part of East and West Africa are your parents from?
Sudanese and I'm Ghanaian.
I've been to Ghana, so I've been to Ghana. Okay, so I'm gonna show you because I know Sudan's in Eastern Africa. I'm gonna show
It's
you.
East and
Let
North,
me
but
ask.
yes.
Okay, so make sure to put me on the big screen because I'm gonna show y'all a video on
Yeah,
Instagram
I got you.
when I was out there in Dar es Salaam. Let me put my
Uh,
screen on real
where
quick.
in
It'll
Ghana you
blur
said?
me. Not Ghana, but Tanzania, Dar es Salaam.
I've never been, but my dad has. But
Let me
yeah.
all right, I'm going to show it right now. Let me see. All right, so yep, this is me while I was in Tanzania in Dar es Salaam. Now I'm gonna show you how it looks like though. Let me yeah, wait for it for a second. Now this is how messed up it is out there in Dar es Salaam. I'm at work right now. Let me skip it. Now that's how it looks like in Dar es Salaam. Let
What
me
exactly is
rewind this
wrong
for you.
with that video?
Shut your ass up for a chance.
Now hold on. Let me now this how it looks like in Dar es Salaam. You see how raggedy the streets is over there. Let me rewind it some more again.
Yeah, that looked like a dirt road.
It
Cause it
is though.
is.
It is a dirt road.
I
It is a dirt road, and that's the best area in Dar es Salaam in Tanzania over there. It's some of their best over there. I can show y'all. I can show y'all some real bad. Hold on a minute. This is the mall over there. I went to over there. And by the way, all the malls. This is dirt road over here too. Went to the mall over there.
Damn,
This is
Aisha,
Dar es Salaam in
you
Tanzania.
breathing man hard, Aisha.
huh?
You breathing man hard.
I am.
Yeah, man, slow down.
Whoops.
Yeah, this is a Dar es Salaam in Nicochini, like 20 minutes away from Dar es Salaam. And that's the supermarket right there. It's controlled by the East Indians over there. I'm about to go to.
Well, you should have. Did you go in there?
Yes, I sure did.
Well,
I'm gonna rewind it back. Hold on.
yeah, go in there. These people.
Yep, just while I was inside of it. I can show y'all more videos though. I'll be right back. I'm gonna
This
show y'all more videos on more
That's
over
the
to
biggest
Tanzania.
grocery store I've ever seen
chat,
in
chat,
Africa.
chat. This is not what it
Yeah.
looks like. Chat. That comment. She's not. We're not put in a position where she has to defend her country. She's just making false statements and they're just being refuted. That's all.
But I never really did make any false statements. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Yes,
You
you
guys,
did. You
you
said
can
that
I
You say that
finish?
China,
mashallah.
you
Can I
said China
finish?
was more
Can I
developed than
finish?
America, and it's
Can I
not.
finish?
You said that all of African
Can I finish,
countries are
please?
developed, and they're not. No, you wanted to know the false
Can I finish? Like I said,
claims you made, right? Did you
you
make
guys
false
try to
claims?
generalize Africa as one big
Did
country.
you
You will
make
always go
false
to places in
claims?
the
Yes or
world.
no?
You will
You
always go to
literally
places in the
said
world that are
gold,
more underdeveloped than
little girl.
others. Like,
You
Hey,
literally said gold was in our cell phones. You said gold is in our cell phones.
Yeah, our devices today are not made like they used to be. Back then, they used to use it for the
You want
contacts.
you want to see
Hold on,
something
man.
else while
Hold
we
on.
talk to the
Damn.
Messiah
Yeah, hold
war
Is
on.
I
before?
think she meant cobalt, but
Yeah.
her dumb ass
Yeah. What
said
they used,
gold.
yeah, what's being mined right now massively in our devices is cobalt, like what was said. And the real thing is that yes, if y'all have better management skills, you know what I'm saying, and better, communication and trading, you know what I'm saying, decisions were made, y'all would be in a better position. But what it is that there are great decisions being made. It's just made for the people that are y'all chose as leaders and shit. And that really, they're the representation of y'all. You know what I'm saying? At least Black Americans, we could say that the little representation we have, we've made massive progress. And even with the unfavorable representation of people who have tried to you know what I'm saying, represent us, like we've been effective in like kind of silencing them. Y'all literally leave and go to another country and then fucking get into rooms and argue with us about y'all country. Y'all not even over there to change shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
But these
we're a channel
people,
here. This is a voice channel. Y'all don't have your own shit. Y'all just like
okay, I do understand what you said. Yeah, like
but she
you're
made
in
a
a Black
claim
American
that
space.
China,
the
she made a
leaders
claim
do
that
make the country
China,
what it
hold
is.
on.
But
You said that China was more developed than the United States. And I'm here to tell you that's not true. China might have advanced very fast.
Yeah, fresh. Your cobalt not working.
I just want to know, has she even been to China while she's speaking on their name?
okay, but you be speaking on all these African people's
I've
names,
been
but
there.
you
What you
haven't.
talk about? Have you
No,
been to
but you
China?
just can't say you've been there.
Have you been
Africa
to
is too
China?
big. You haven't been. You haven't been
Have you
to
been
every
to
single
China?
African country in the world.
Have you been to
You keep
China?
speaking on every single
Have
African
you
country. You
been to
haven't been to.
China?
Have you been to every single African
I didn't say
country?
I have, but have
So
you
stop
ever been
speaking
to
on
China?
Africa as a whole. I'm
You
sorry,
said China
what?
was more developed. Have
But
you
stop
been there?
speaking of Africa as
Hey,
a
I
whole
hold
can speak on
then.
the shit that
hold
I
on.
know.
Hey, Aisha, I already explained to you that when I do these lives, I ask people what's their ethnicity and where they from.
And
When
she
they
won't
come on the
say.
panel,
I
they
very
say
much did say.
African. They say that they are African. All right. So this is not one person. This is like at least thousands of people that come on these lives and say the same thing, that they're African. Okay. So that's why we use it.
I just want to know, has she been to China since she thinks it's more developed than the U.S.? Have you seen it? Have
Anyway,
you
I will
been
talk
there?
to you. Okay, I'm gonna talk about what he
Have
said
you been
earlier.
there? You ain't got no choice but to talk to me. I'm here.
That I forgot who was
Not
it. It
even in
was
China.
Men's
Have you
Tekon.
been to
I'm sorry if
China?
I said your name wrong, but you said that the
You
like
did your best.
leaders do war strip the country, which is very much true. But that still doesn't factor for every single country in Africa. In my perspective, from where my
Kiara was
father is
talking to you
from,
though. Why you
Do you
saying
the
understand what I'm saying?
government
We're not going to be dismissive. Have you been to China?
my perspective, the country that my dad has been to,
That's a
the
no.
president war stripped the country, and now
no? Why she not talking to you?
the country is being stripped down for its minerals for
Yeah, why
places
she
like
not talking
Dubai
to you,
and gold
Kiara?
for other people.
You
So
said what?
yeah, but that
Why
still
she
doesn't
not
apply
talking to
for
you?
every single.
I know because she don't want to answer my question,
She trying to give me attention, man.
If
and
you
she
Right.
still ain't said
compare
her
similar to
countries.
the United States or
West
other
and North
advanced
Africa
economies,
is what she
the
said.
number
That's
in
not a
Africa
country.
is basically zero. Here's
I very
why.
much did say Ghana and Sudan, but okay,
Oh, you
I'm
just
talking
now
to
said
you.
that.
Hold on real quick. Yeah.
I said that a while ago
Standards
actually.
similar to the United States or other advanced economies, the number in Africa is basically zero. Here's why. Economists usually rely on classifications from groups like the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank. These institutions list advanced economies, the countries considered fully developed by modern industrial standards. Examples of those include United States, Germany, Japan, Canada, Australia. No African country appears in that advanced economy category. The closest cases.
Damn.
Two African countries come closest by income level.
Oh, shit.
Seychelles, classified as a high-income country. Mauritius, also high income with strong institutions. But even those are usually labeled developing or emerging economies, not advanced economies like the US. Very clear summary.
Damn.
Total countries in Africa, 54. Countries classified as advanced developed like the US, 0. Countries considered high income but still developing, about 2. Seychelles and Mauritius. Countries classified as least developed, 32. So using American advanced economy standards, none of the African countries are officially considered developed.
That's exactly what I was saying. You guys are trying to. I
Damn.
said developed in terms
How many
of
different ways
what?
did she say that your
But
country
you
wasn't
still
developed?
made a claim and you said that China was more developed than America. It's not true.
Okay.
Why do you not admit to anything that you made a false statement or false claim of? It's not
What is
fucking true. And
what
then,
is
bitch,
more
when I
developed in China
tried to
than in
tell
America
you,
than
hold
I ain't
China?
on,
fucking with
hold
y'all,
on.
Most of
man.
your goods in America come from
You
China.
should, hey,
Like
that doesn't,
most of your goods.
listen, what is wrong with this girl? She don't want to deal with the
I don't
facts.
know, Fresh. What's wrong with her, man?
She don't want to deal with the facts. She made a claim, and it's the fact, is it true or is it not true? She shouldn't have asking me, developed how? Bitch, you made the statement.
Yo, AI just said
China
that she
is the
was.
largest economy in the world with purchasing power.
All right,
Yo,
listen. I don't
yo,
think that you. I don't think you comprehend things well, Aisha.
Or she just trying to lie.
yo, she fucking saying that shit real hard too. But yo, Fresh, man, that shit crazy because like the AI just said that shit three different ways. Like I heard it three times. It said by any standard of the American economy, you know, there's zero countries that are in this particular bracket. I'm like, what the fuck? This
Exactly. You're
underdeveloped.
basing.
Underdeveloped, 0%, 0% underdeveloped, like 0%. The country's underdeveloped. That's what it said. Yo, play that one more time. Yo, play it one more time. Just count how many times it said it. Just listen to it carefully.
All right,
Play,
give me
play,
one.
it. Play. It.
Can I throw in something, by the way, while we wait for him to pull that back up? So remember I was talking about how the US gives aid to over 30 African countries. Now the two countries she says she's from is Ghana and South Sudan, correct?
Yes, that's
Okay.
correct.
So on an annual basis, Ghana receives 114 million from the US in aid, right? And then you said Ghana, South Sudan, 308 million yearly in aid.
Yeah.
So I just want to know who's stealing from them.
What are your sources?
Girl,
Hold on. Hold on. Did I? Yeah, that's the right one. Yo, you got that queued up, man?
Yeah. All right, I'm about to play it right now.
If you use standards similar to the United States or other advanced economies, the number in Africa is basically 0. Here's why.
One.
Wait, can you pause that there?
Economists usually rely on
Wait, can you pause that there real
Shut
quick?
up. Shut up. Let the host do what he's doing, man.
Yeah, let me hold on, Aisha. Let me play the whole audio and then you can respond. All right. All right, let me start it over.
If you use standards similar to the United States or other advanced economies, the number in Africa is basically 0. Here's why. Economists usually rely on classifications from groups like the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank. These institutions list advanced economies, the countries considered fully developed by modern industrial standards. Examples of those include United States, Germany, Japan, Canada, Australia. No African country appears in that advanced economy category. The closest cases. 2 African countries come closest by income level. Seychelles, classified as a high-income country. Mauritius, also high income with strong institutions. But even those are usually labeled developing or emerging economies, not advanced economies like the US. Very clear summary. Total countries in Africa, 54. Countries classified as advanced developed like the US, 0. Countries considered high income but still developing, about 2. Seychelles and Mauritius. Countries classified as least developed, 32. So using American advanced economy standards, none of the African countries are
Three.
officially considered
Damn.
developed.
There you go.
Okay, can I see it now?
That's three. That's three. Yo,
Yeah.
yo,
The
yo, yo,
prompt
Hold
that
yo,
on,
was
yo.
real
Hold
given
quick.
on,
is
host.
compared
Hold
to
on.
the US.
Anyway, you're done. Yo, host.
Yeah.
There was
But,
there was a question in the chat, and I'm very interested in this question.
all
Somebody
right. So
said,
hold on, real quick. You can. I want her to respond, then you can go right after that.
yeah.
All right. Go
Okay, the
ahead.
prompt that was given to the AI was that developed compared to America. Of course, they're underdeveloped compared to America. I never said they were as developed
Hey,
as America, but
Aisha,
compared to
Aisha, hold on.
uh-huh.
They are not developed.
In American terms, yes, they're
No, they
underdeveloped
are not
compared to
developed at all.
the video. Quite literally said
They are not
in
developed.
Americans compared to America. Literally the first sentence as. Can you play
"Why
that
are you
again?
in America? You're not in
All
one
right,
of
look,
those
I
African
played it
countries.
twice. I'm not gonna play it
Who
again.
said I was in America right now?
You're in America. You ain't fooling nobody."
What
So
are
he
you
played
talking
it
about?
twice, and you still trying to ask
No,
him to
I'm
play
trying
it?
to let you guys listen to the first sentence that it
If he
says.
played
It
it
says
twice,
compared to
All right, what
America.
state you
You're
think she
so
in? She in
she's
Minnesota?
dense, just like Kiera
girl,
said.
you're dense. There's nothing
You
up there.
have to
Like
be
open the
dense. He
You
said
schools.
he
definitely in
played it
America.
twice.
Open
What
the
does that
schools. I
mean to
don't know
you?
who the fuck taught you, but
You
open the
are so dense.
schools.
I know
So
you're not
what
talking
state you
about
in?
Open
who
the
was taught.
schools.
You didn't
What
said
state you
so
in?
much
What
wrong
state you in?
information on this fucking stage, and you got the nerve to talk about education.
Yo,
So
Fresh, she tried to
Aisha,
lie and
let me
say she
set this
wasn't in
up this
America. And
decorum.
then she said, girl,
What
like,
is
yo,
it,
you in
dear?
America. Like, you ain't fooling nobody. We know our black American
Y'all
vernacular.
don't hear
Right?
that American twang she got
Yeah,
going
yeah,
on?
yeah,
Trying
yeah,
to hide.
yeah. Yeah,
Did
Please
you
yeah.
say
don't
Right.
get her
American
head up,
twang?
y'all.
You're in
One
They
America.
minute.
know
You
what
I
I
see how
don't
you
mean.
try
know.
to
I
lie.
handle
You see how
business.
easy we can tell who you
You
are?
sound like a tether to
That's
me.
in America. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
She's a tether.
So
So
Fresh is the
that's why
co-host,
I had this
Aisha.
request. Hold on, I had this request from the chat before it expires. Yo, host, can you queue up while they're talking about this stuff? Can you queue up what would happen to the countries if all the borders were closed?
Oh wow.
Somebody wrote that in the chat. What would happen to what country would survive if the borders were closed? I bet you will. I bet you will stack up.
I just want to say to Aisha, please stop cutting Fresh off. She is the co-host, and when she's trying to get out a point and to clear something up, just let her, okay? And you can rebuttal afterwards. Because all this talking back and forth, I'm zoning out. Because like I'm annoyed by you already, okay? And other people want to have this interaction with you. But I was done with you a long time ago. So please, just be respectful moving forward, especially the Fresh because she is the co-host. Thank you.
Thank you, BX. So Miz, say it one more time. You said what countries would?
Which countries would survive if all the borders were closed?
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, somebody wrote that in the chat. That was interesting. I was going to pull it up on AL myself, but then it'll put me on tea time. And Fresh was cooking. Yo, what's up, Fresh?
Hey, Miss.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Man, just good. Just back on here listening to this bullshit.
I know. She
Shit.
straight crashing out, saying all kinds of shit. There's gold in y'all phones. There's gold in y'all phones.
Just gold in your phone. Oh, you talk Aisha is Arabic.
Yeah. We know. We saw Aisha get married at what, 13?
Damn.
9. I think she was 9. My bad. Mm-hmm.
Crazy work. That's not how you say Aisha.
All right, I got it. All
It's
right.
Aisha.
If all international borders suddenly closed and every country had to survive only on what it can produce inside its own territory, the countries most likely to manage long term are those that have four key things. 1. Large food production. 2. Energy resources, oil, gas, hydro, etc. 3. Industrial capacity. 4. Large domestic markets and resources. Countries that already produce most of their own food, energy, and manufactured goods would struggle the least. Countries most capable of surviving long term. These countries have huge internal resources and diversified economies. United States, massive agriculture, oil and gas, manufacturing, and technology.
Oops.
China, enormous manufacturing base and large food production. Russia, huge land area, energy resources, and food exports. Brazil, one of the world's largest food producers with energy resources. India, large agricultural base and huge domestic economy. These countries could likely sustain themselves internally, though living standards would drop.
Damn, I didn't even hear Africa.
Countries that could survive,
I'm
but with
trying to tell
difficulty.
you something, man.
These have some key resources, but rely heavily on trade for others. Canada, abundant resources in food, but relies on trade for manufacturing supply chains. Australia, strong agriculture and minerals, but imports many manufactured goods. Argentina, major agricultural production. South Africa, industrial base and minerals. They would survive, but would need to rapidly replace imports. Countries that would struggle the most. Countries that depend heavily on imports for food, fuel, or manufacturing would face severe problems. Examples include Japan, imports most food and energy. Singapore, imports nearly everything. South Korea, very dependent on imported resources. Many small island nations. Big picture, very few countries today are truly self-sufficient because the modern world economy is deeply interconnected. Even powerful economies depend on global supply.
All right, that was the audio.
Yeah. Yo, you didn't hear something crazy though, man? With what's going on and everything. I'm not gonna do a topic swap, but I was gonna just chime in on real quick. You know what's crazy? Um these other countries have the capability, the resources, but they don't have the manufacturing and the refinery portion of it on for any of their goods. So they can't even make use of their own shit. And I find it so interesting that like we literally do have that capability. That's why I wanted that when someone asked that question, I wanted you to do the AI because it's like they say that we rely heavily on their goods and their resources, and we don't. We actually don't. They're not even included in that. Like the people that are included are the people that we're literally, you know what I'm saying, bang banging right now.
And they like to say that, but America has never colonized any countries in Africa. They don't care though. They keep trying to create these false equivalents and think that the whole world is depending off of African resources. Not quite.
Y'all are just a bucket of fucktards that just go into other places and just show how much of a fucktard y'all are. Like you're in America right now, over here in an American room, trying to act like you're not in America. Like you think we can't read that shit? You out here talking about your home country is this fucking advanced, and you're in neither one of them. Fuck out of here.
Hey, what's up, Top Dollar?
Man, what's going on with it, man? I want to
Hey,
address
Dollar.
the thing. Hey, how y'all doing? Uh, Fresh kept pointing at the whole China thing. That was pissing me off. You know, people get distracted by China with all them Govee lights. If you people don't know what Govee lights is, it's when people got lights on their TVs and they make it look pretty and stuff. Not all of China look like Chongqing. You know what I'm saying? Just because they got the nice neon lights on their damn buildings, and just because you can go to 7-Eleven and get a cup of noodles out of vending
2
machine,
a.m.
you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Or just because you can go buy some coffee and the creamer make a little butterfly on the top. That don't mean that they're advanced. So many people from China.
China's literal advancement niche has always been replicating other people's shit with cheaper
Exactly. They're
products.
the
Like
biggest
everybody know
knockoff.
that.
China
Come on,
China has pushed
Chinatown.
people out
I
of
know
out
what
of
it
out
is.
of business.
The
They
fucking rice
take
is plastic.
like
You
with
don't get no safer than
OtterBox,
that.
like with OtterBox, for the phone cases, they made I think it's Indo or Indio, where they're copying people. But what I'm trying to say is so many people from China has come out and said that the China that y'all see is not the China that we live in. All that nice, neon lights and it looking beautiful. They don't live in that. China has so many ghost towns. You know what I'm saying? So just because they all looking pretty and if people get caught up in that, that don't mean that. That don't mean that they're more advanced than us. We don't care about that. If I'm going to the gas station to get some coffee, I want to get my coffee within 30 seconds. I'm not finna wait 2 minutes and y'all can put a damn butterfly on the top of my coffee. Give me my coffee. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking making
And
Yeah,
volcanoes out
and,
of
and,
onions
and a
and shit.
lot of them they grew their economy and the advancement of their country with doing business with America.
exactly. And
Can I add
I've
to
seen
that?
so many
Yes,
oh
ma'am.
let me finish real quick. My bad. I've
You
seen
good?
so many of our like officials say that, see, people don't understand we have every resource that we buy from other people. But America, we're always waiting for the world to turn against us in case of a WAR because we'll be self sufficient. You can look up and research yourself. We're the only country that can literally battle every country on earth at once because we could be self sufficient with oil, electricity, everything. But why would we use up all our stuff in case everybody turn against us when we can buy Africans for cheap? We rather buy other
Exactly.
people for cheap and we save ours because if it ever came down to WW3 and everybody say, you know what, we tired of America, there's so many videos even on YouTube to say America can fight every country in the world and damn near win or just hold our own because we have our own resources. But people swear we just some hoes. And it irritates me, but it always be people from Africa. It be these people. You know what I'm saying? The same people who they go experiment vaccines on. Well, I remember when the COVID vaccine first came out, I was mad because I'm like, man, why they going, experimenting on this is when I kind of had some love for Africa. I'm like, man,
The
yeah,
Bill
why
Gates
they going
Foundation.
experimenting on them? They
Fucking
shooting the
dumbasses.
babies up with these vaccines. That's messed up. We
And
wouldn't
then you
go for
say,
nothing like that.
then you say one of your parents from Ethiopia, right? You said Ghana and Ethiopia, right? Is it Ghana and Ethiopia?
That sound like
South
I
Sudan.
think he
You
said
talking
that.
about
South
me?
Sudan.
Oh, it's Ghana and
Yeah.
Sudan. Okay, Sudan.
Yeah.
I don't know if the Bill Gates Foundation went to Sudan.
But it's just the fact that they experiment on their kids in Africa. We wouldn't go for nothing like that. Our parents don't even. We ain't hitting my child with no shot you just made up. Real talk. But they go to Africa, they get to poking them kids and all type of stuff.
They be begging for it.
Yeah, but they love him though. They love that. They love the white man. They love
Oh,
them
I'm
people.
wrong. No, they went. Bill Gates Foundation went to Sudan. Yo,
Yeah,
shit. Yeah,
that's their
y'all. Yeah,
savior.
yeah. You big dummy. Yeah. You
I just want to add to what Top Dollar was saying about China. China is technically classified as a developing or an upper middle class income country. Their GDP per capita is much lower than the U.S. And if I can give the exact numbers per capita, the U.S. is 80,000, China's 13,000. The Human Development Index in the U.S. is 0.92, China is 0.79. Now, people assume that China they do have more purchasing power than us because they have 1.4 billion people, but that's all it is, purchasing power. That means they consume more than they spend more money than they make. That's all that means. But we have higher income levels, we have more advanced financial markets, and again, our human index is higher. So if you're going to keep throwing China out there, you better come with some numbers that back that shit up.
well, the
Yeah, you
comment
got
that she
Chinese people
the
saying
comment hold
we're
on
destroying them.
the comment that she made, like y'all be skipping across the comments and stuff, man. That be driving me crazy, man. Y'all forgot the comment she made that they have medical medicine, advanced medicine, and that was my whole thing. Like, not even in the country that one of your parents are from has exemplified that they have advanced medicine. They literally have the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundations. Yes, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation in Sudan, in South Sudan. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so we have such medical advanced knowledge that we know when to not get involved or invest. Tell me I'm wrong. Like, yo, we know the history of medicine coming from certain places. And look where we are today. We here. Y'all motherfuckers struggling on ancient shit.
Okay. Let's go to ancestors, and then we'll go to Tiffany.
Hey y'all. I just wanted to ask Aisha, where that paperwork at? Because it's been about 40 minutes and you still haven't produced what you said you had. I would like to see it.
Damn, I forgot about that.
Oh, my bad. You were talking to me?
Most definitely. I called you by name.
Oh, I wasn't really listening. I was searching up
Okay,
something.
well, let me repeat myself. Where's that
Oh, no,
paperwork
I,
at
I
that you
said I
said that
wasn't
you
listening.
had?
Doesn't mean I didn't hear you,
Where's the
but
paperwork that
okay.
you had? It's been about 40 minutes. We've yet to see it.
To see my DNA test to prove I'm
I
100%
want to see the
African?
paperwork that you said that you had.
To prove that I'm 100% African.
Where's
Like
it
I
at?
said, I couldn't find it, but I have a visual.
So you don't have it. They should have dropped your ass because it's irrelevant. You took us off topic.
To prove
They
that I'm
should have dropped you.
100% African?
I don't give a damn. Where's the
That's
paperwork
what
that
it
you
was
said
trying
that
to
you
prove. He
had?
said that I have some sort of white or something in me, and I was like, I'm 100% African. Yes, and on my life, I actually did take a
When's
DNA
the last
test.
time
One,
you've
I
been
just
to
can't
Africa?
find it.
When the last time you've been home?
Like last year, I went for vacation.
You went home last year.
Yeah, for vacation.
What did you
The
donate
Wait,
to
problem
your
is that you
how?
went
What
I
there
did
for
you
want to
do
know
for your
how.
vacation.
people while you went
I want to
home?
know how she's
Wait,
100%
wait, what'd she say?
African. If she said that, hold on, that we can't call these people African.
I got flagged, D man. Appreciate you coming up, bro. I'm gonna
No,
drop
hey,
down.
you good? I had
What
already
you do, top
I
dog?
overrode it.
Man, they done flagged me, man. It's all love. I'm gonna spend time with my son, man. Y'all have a good night.
All right, man.
I
Peace,
know
peace.
Oh,
that's
I
right.
didn't. I didn't get flagged. That's what I'm talking about.
Black
Yeah,
Americans, 99%.
I'm doing
You said
good.
that 90% of Black Americans is on food stamps. You said that, Aisha.
What are you talking about?
I'm reading the comments. But
No,
if
that's
you don't have the
exactly what
paperwork,
he's trying
I
to
really
tell
feel
me.
as though they should have dropped you
No,
because
but
you
what
came
did you
up
say
here
after
and
that?
you
No,
really,
after
really, really, really played in
you
our
said a
face
question, I
behind
tried
this
to respond, but I
paperwork.
was muted. What
And
did you
the
say?
fact that you don't have it shows that you've been up here lying. You've been up here
That I'm
lying.
100% African?
You said you had paperwork, right? Because you trying to play slow. I
But you
want to
should
see the
also just
paperwork.
word by mouth. I am 100% African. I
No, no,
have
no.
what
Because
my
you
roots
said
date
you
And we're
back in
had
100%
Africa.
Black
paperwork.
Just
American. Now
like how
leave
you
us the fuck
said your
alone.
roots date back in
You said that you
America
had paperwork.
to prove that I'm 100% African.
Regardless of what you're trying to prove, pull the paperwork up that you said that you had. Stop playing slow. Because if it was me, I'd have dropped your ass for lying. Because you've been up here, you done changed the whole topic, you done went off cue, everything. Pull the paperwork and let us see. It's been about 40 minutes, 45 now.
She done spent her time up here defending China more than she
And
has her
that's
Man,
what
own
I'm
fucking
I
saying.
like
continent.
It
y'all
don't
type
make
of
sense
women,
to
man.
me.
Y'all accountable women. That's what I'm talking
I
about.
don't mean to interrupt. I kind of came in on the tail end when other people were kind of like speaking up on other countries and whether they can take America or whether America can take them or not. And I just want to say America has two of the most dominating cultures, which is the white tea and the black American, or what they want to call Afro, whatever. You know, y'all know what I'm saying. Those are the two most dominant cultures in the world. So the rest of the world, no, nothing. And honestly, they can't see us. When I say us, I mean America, and then America can't see us. It's like it breaks down into like it's levels to this, and that's the problem right now that's going on in this world. People don't understand. They it's like everybody want to. It's like, oh, I don't want to overtalk, but it's like people want to immediately become a success without grinding, or they want something without without like doing the hard work, and they want to ignore the people who did do the hard work, and they want to continue to make sure that those people do not reap from the hard work that they have done, i.e. Black Americans. But they don't.
I think they don't want to acknowledge their parasitic relationship with us. That's what it is. They don't
They
want to
know
acknowledge
they
that
have a
it
parasitic
exists.
relationship with us. Look at what they're doing. They know they have they know that already. Don't let them fool you. They play coy and denial very well. It's called
But
sly.
that's what I'm
They
saying.
know what they're
They
doing.
don't want to acknowledge
They're
that
not. They don't acknowledge anything. That's why their
that's not
homelands look like that. But I just want to say they can't mess with us in America, outside of America. America can't really mess with us. We built America. And I've always felt like this before it was like the it thing going on right now. Because I knew my history growing up since I was a baby. So I feel bad for people who did not know their history and who they were and how things were. And they just got told and fed a whole crazy story. And that's for the immigrants too. Y'all got fed a whole crazy story and now y'all got to deal with it. But Black Americans, we gonna always reap what we sow because we are really, really connected to God and a higher power. And this whole globe knows that. So we're going to reap what we sow and you guys have to reap what you sow now. So I land with that. And hey to all
Okay,
my
thank
fans
you.
out here in here.
yo, man, share the live, like they say.
Hey,
That's one thing they don't ever say in this room, but I'm gonna say that on share the live, man. Shoot.
And then can I throw something out there real quick? While they worried about our identity, African aren't even Africans. They're Alkabulans. They were named African after they were overthrown by Rome.
Yeah, I asked her to look into the
Yet
kingdom.
again, why are we generalizing Africa as one big country?
Did you look up the kingdom of Mauritania?
That was like
Mauritania? Did you
that
look
was
it
like
up?
an hour ago,
Cause
but
the
I can
whole
find the
I
continent got
got a
title again.
overthrown, bro.
violation warning.
Huh?
And the reason why we group all of you guys together, because all of you guys have chosen to behave the same way together. We can't say, oh, well, such and such is messed up, but oh, well, they are okay. No, all of y'all came down here with the same mindset, doing the same stuff with the same program, and the time is up. That's why we group you together. Don't ever ask that question again, please. I just told you, and I'm gonna
You
speak
guys
for
trying to
my.
act like you're so superior in America, but you guys don't even make the
No, no,
most.
no, no,
Asians
no.
make more
Don't
than
even
you. The
start
white man
that.
makes
No,
more than
no,
you
no, no,
guys.
no. Don't start
Like you
that. We
guys
don't
trying to
act
act
like nothing.
like I'm
Then we
sorry,
make
Cool.
more
what?
than you, though.
We are very
At the end of the day,
cool.
we make more
Stop
than you.
playing. Stop projecting. You came over here acting like you're better. We make jokes
No,
about
I
y'all.
really
And
did
they go, what
not.
does that smell? No, what does that smell? You no, stop playing. You asked a question, and the question was, why do we group y'all together? Because all y'all act like each other together against us. Are we clear about that? Can you at least accept that truth?
If I can stop being muted,
Well, just
no.
answer the
What?
question. Do you accept the truth of that?
The truth of what exactly?
All y'all act the same towards us, so we group y'all all together.
No, we really don't.
Yeah, I
No,
That's
you
what
do.
I'm
really
saying. You
do.
guys don't see
You no,
Africans
okay,
coming up
mute her
on
and
lives
mute
talking
her and
about
I land.
how we're
Mute her and I
superior to
land.
African
Be
Yes,
quiet.
we
Americans
I'm
do.
Because you
to
done.
can't.
you,
I'm done. It's the
You
truth, and you
can't.
don't want to accept it.
but you guys don't see Africans
One
making
minute.
lives about how
The
they're
truth,
One
superior
and you
to
minute.
don't
African
want to
Americans.
She
accept
said
it.
something very interesting that I would like to go back to. I really, really would. I really would. And please do not interrupt me. I've been quiet. So you said, you deflected again. White team make more than you. Asians make more than you. You don't understand buffer classes, right? So all the time we talk about the wealth gap. Whenever we talk about anything in this country about black people and white people, there's always been a buffer. What we didn't expect was for the melanated folks like the Africans, right? Since you're African, to be a part of that buffer, right? Because we actually did champion the diasporans. But come to find out now, they understand, right, the white team, man, that they can use y'all to take jobs for considerably less or whatever their reasoning is and say, oh, we hired a black person. So y'all are complicit in some of the economic decline of my people. That's why I say immigration and integration are the two systems that has harmed the foundational Black American community, ma'am. And what I notice is not black folks, but the melanated immigrants go and they pick things from certain periods of our history and try to use that against us, but never ever talk about the deeper meaning and how they are actually willing tools to further subjugate us, ma'am. So when you bring up our history, you better know the full of it, or else I'm gonna counter you at every turn and make you look even more dumb than you look right now. Y'all are the buffer class. Y'all are the more docile out of the melanated folks, right? Y'all folks, you. And that's why you'll never be the model minority. And that's what y'all aspire to be. That's why you threw the Asians in there. That's exactly why. But you never take the place of the Asians, man. They outpace you too, homie.
But
I
but the
land.
Their
but
culture
this
Okay,
outpaced your
so as of
hold on,
culture
this
2024, your
2024,
culture. It's more
yes,
trying to
in
be
America,
Asians than they
Asians
are
are make the most
Africans.
I'm my
household per
may
man.
I
capita.
Y'all
say
co-host is
something?
talking.
Because first of all, I don't like frivolous conversations, right? Aisha, you're so young, you're not really you're not well informed. So what you're complaining about is called income. Income is different from generational wealth. I'm ready to cuss your little ass out, to be honest.
Even if
But
it's generational wealth, it's
let
still
me help you
recorded.
out.
Also,
Let
real
me
quick,
help you
also
out.
Okay,
the
y'all fill
land.
me in on her.
Let me
Cause
help
what was she
you
saying?
out.
Quote some of the stuff she was on, please.
What you just tell me to do?
I said, what was she? What was Aisha on? Cause I came in late, so like, can
Chill
Well,
somebody?
out, sis.
I just know. I'm just trying to go off of what I'm just trying
Yo,
to,
fresh,
I guess,
chill out,
add to
bro.
what BX was saying. So BX was like, basically, because Aisha made a comment about income. Income is not wealth, guys. I'm not arguing with her little ass because she don't understand the difference. Even though Asians in America might make a higher income than white tea has owned the most assets. The wealth of this country is in the YT community. That
And
is,
why is it not in yours if you guys own so
it's in
much?
our community.
What do you
Again, you don't know how to calculate or accumulate
Transactional, not
what it
community.
is, yeah,
What,
that we have, because you think income is wealth and it's not.
it's not.
Stupid ass.
And then
It's
Asians
my
are
not.
thing
not
is, if they would go
Asian.
back and look
May
at the
I
land,
land?
they would
I'm
see.
just, I'm
We could
gonna
literally
land.
do. We
I'm
could
gonna
literally
land.
devalue the
Yeah,
entire
hold on.
dollar.
Let Fresh
Forget it.
land.
It's too much. These try to just to
Go ahead,
land.
Fresh, because I got what where you're going at.
Go
Fresh
ahead,
is
land, girl.
absolutely right.
No,
So when we talk generational wealth, white Americans do
thank
have
you. Go
generational
ahead.
wealth. So does Black Americans, right? The Asians have
I
income,
want to
higher
fresh
income
land.
levels. So that's what Fresh is saying. Go ahead, Fresh. Men, stay on your mic and let Fresh get it out.
No,
Go
he's
ahead, Fresh.
fine. It's just I just wanted to make to I guess highlight what she's saying, because she continues to try to make arguments, but she's grossly uninformed. Okay, so even when she's spouting out propaganda, she thinks that people are doing better because they're showing something where they have cornered a market or whatever, and they have these income levels. But income is not the same thing as wealthy or generational wealth, or that's two different things. It's separate. So when she thinks that Asians are doing better than white tea people, it's just not true. White tea people own majority of the wealth in this country.
In the comments, somebody said, "Aisha, you want to be Asian?" Then it says, "Go read a book, you bird."
Aisha, you said that
Can I speak real
Asians
quick?
are doing better than the white tea
Go read a
community?
book, you
That's
bird.
why we know that you are real life immigrants.
Oh shit.
Because everyone
Hmm.
from America knows that the white tea got it really sold up. Not only do they got it sold up over here, they got it sold up over there. Okay? And they got it sold up a lot of places. So what are you talking about? The Asians in America do better than white tea people.
And then,
You
not to mention, a lot of us have land. We own land, like generational land that's been passed down generation after generation after generation. We have that.
Not
You do not.
including that. She doesn't even understand it. She
But
just
even
talking
okay,
about
you guys
but
say
we
you
income.
already
have
know.
land, you have this, you
Okay,
have
but
that.
And
doesn't
that's a
matter that
So
we
fact.
already
do
know what happens
so
when we
do the
develop our
other
own stuff.
so do
We
the other
already knows
ethnic
what
groups in
happens when we
America.
develop our
But
own
why is
stuff.
theirs
Girl, they don't have
recorded and yours
generational
isn't?
land. They do not have generational land, honey.
No, they
They
Are
don't
you
don't.
have
sure
that.
about that?
I'm
Positive.
positive.
Generational land. Are you sure about
Okay,
that?
so listen,
I
this is
said it,
what you
didn't I?
guys do
We're not going to
I just want
inherit
to
it.
show y'all that she's uneducated. Aisha, can you tell the room
Well,
what
they think that we live in the
generational,
hood,
yeah,
so
land is?
You say generational land? But you guys no, because first of all, no, before we start any of
Answer the
this, first you're
question,
talking
dang, her
about
Fresh.
brain just went
generational wealth.
haywire
the
just
other
You are
now.
nations,
talking about
but we're
generational
Just
wealth.
that
malfunctioning. She's like,
established
what?
You were
generations
talking about
ago.
generational
You
wealth at first,
fucking
which is
bot.
wealth accumulated
Even though
from
You
that it's the
bot.
same
generations.
thing.
If you guys have that much generational wealth, why isn't it
You guys
recorded? But
leave the
Asians and
land, so
white
how can
people
it
are.
be
It is
generational
recorded,
land?
dum dum. And even if you was to look through history, you will see we own majority of the land. So what that tell you? How can slaves own majority of the land?
Bro, she don't know
Dummy.
that, yo. She don't know. She don't know. She don't get it. The land patents, she don't understand it.
Well,
Here
she
you
been
go,
indoctrinated,
Aisha.
and that's just her failure because she
Always
come
One
from
moment,
bullshit.
y'all.
That's the
upstate New York.
problem.
You know what it is? Fresh is absolutely right. You're talking about income. You keep
This is why I
saying, how
said
come
bloop.
the Asians and the white
Bloop.
team make more than you? What do you think generational land is? When we say generational wealth, where do you think we get the wealth from?
Can I speak?
Duh.
Anyway,
Jennifer
generational
Wait.
wealth.
No,
ass.
You ain't
matter of fact,
saying
you
shit.
can't, because I gotta help you
They
out
got
because
the
I'm getting
pitchforks
really,
out,
really annoyed.
yo host. They got
The
the
instant I start to speak, y'all
Generational
start
wealth.
speaking up.
Hold on.
Like I
I need
said,
you to pay.
Because
I'm
you
drop
asking a
helping
her
you.
fucking
I'm
ass.
you
helping
question.
guys
you.
are allowed to make all
I'm
these claims, but
actually helping you.
Over.
the instant I
I'm
start to
helping
speak, you
you.
guys start speaking over.
Generational wealth is
The instant
different
I
than
start to speak, you
annual
guys
Meanwhile,
start.
she's not
income.
in her
Annual
From the
country.
income.
beginning.
Right.
Don't
Annual
tell her.
income is different than generational wealth. Go.
What did you just say?
She's
See, you not
annoying.
listening.
I wasn't talking to you.
Mad
I was talking to
annoying.
BX.
Don't
I literally
matter.
just asked her to restate what
Still
she
wasn't
said.
Okay,
listening. I
Very
heard.
politely,
Yo,
actually.
I
somebody said you
heard.
got to remind her she fled.
So I'm gonna
Fled
just
is
say this.
insane.
Oh
What?
Well,
God,
you're
I
gonna
need you
learn
to
Just
tonight how
listen.
to be down.
fucking
Focus. I
bot.
need you to focus, right? You keep bringing up YT and Asians making more than us. That's an annual income, an annual income. When we talk about generational wealth or generational land, that is something that has been passed down through generations to generations to generations. We're sitting on land that our ancestors had. That's
Which is
what we're saying.
100% correct. I'm not going to
Yeah,
take
but
that
no,
away
no,
from
no,
you.
Aisha, you did not understand at first, and you
No, I asked her to
denied it.
restate the question,
You said
actually.
you do. You said
No, I very much did not.
I
I'm
think you
not.
speak
Look,
about
all I got.
getting
I will
none, and
you a
replay this shit
and
on
you
your
liar.
have
ass.
none.
You're a liar.
I'm literally like
Yo,
You
recording
somebody
this.
said
did
You
you got
guys
to.
not.
can
It
replay it
did not
anytime.
Yo,
understand
look.
it. That's
Like
why
I
Somebody.
you
said, I'm not
listen.
going to
They
take
say
that
you
away
got to
from you.
speak to
May
her
I
Just
say
not.
one?
slowly. Speak to her
Listen, Vince.
slowly. Speak to her
Listen.
Yes,
slowly.
She literally was denying it.
Fresh, you
This
got to
is
speak to her
why. Yeah.
slowly.
This is. And now she's saying, "Oh yeah, that's true." She literally was pushing back, and now she's flipped it and said, "Oh well, that might be true,"
no,
because
I never
now
said
she
that might be
understands.
true. I said
Because
that
now
was
that
true.
BX
But you
has,
guys are acting like black
listen,
people
Aisha,
are
I'm
the
not
only
gonna be
people in
arguing
America
over
with
you.
generational wealth.
Listen,
You act like these Asian people and these white
that's
people
not the
also don't
point. You
have these
did not know.
generational
Never
wealths.
said that. That's
My
That's
why we
why.
acting like
How
that.
they
That's why
have
it's literally
generational
Nobody
recorded
wealth?
that
Why
they
you
said.
make
keep
You
going back
don't
to
money.
believe the
Asians? Why you
This
hype.
keep
is
talking about
recorded.
Asians so
You guys
much?
act
You're
like Asians
mad.
are new to
Listen,
the
listen,
Why
listen,
do y'all
US.
keep
listen.
talking? Why you
You're
keep talking about
They
upset
don't
that you
Asians?
have
believe some
generational land
BS
on this
about
land.
some people that is clearly
You say
blessed and
white people
gifted
don't
and
have
talented.
generational land
Hey,
on
hey,
this
hey, hey,
land.
hey, Aisha, Aisha. Let me
I'm
tell you
sorry, yeah?
something. You're upset because you
Asha.
clearly believe some BS about some people that is really gifted, talented, and blessed. And now you're stressed and upset about it because they want no parts of anything that you
It's
have going on.
Asia.
That's
It's
the thing.
Asia.
she
I'm not
just
trying to
made
fight you
another
on
false
Cayman. You guys want
statement.
to be
Did you
black.
did you say
You
Asians always been in this country?
Exactly. She
No,
did.
I didn't say Asians haven't
Yes,
always
you
been in this
did.
country,
Yes,
but
you
yes,
You
did.
they
said
This
have
they
ain't
had
been right.
generational
generational
roots
wealth.
in this
How?
country. Asians very much do have generational roots in this
Girl, shut
country.
the hell up.
Okay, so
Are you
tell us
guys
how.
dumb? You guys
No, bitch,
actually
you're
did not
dumb.
go. So
No.
you say you
No,
guys
you
Asians are
Hey,
new
hold
to
on.
America.
She
Aisha,
deflecting.
Aisha explained that.
Thank you.
Yo,
Explain.
wait. Remember earlier she said I told her she was in America, and then she tried to lie and said she wasn't in America.
She did. She
But
did. She did.
now
there's no other place
now
She
they'd
we're talking
rather
visited
about our own
be.
home
country,
last
right?
Don't
year.
And
believe
she
the
said,
hype.
where else would she be? That's what
look,
they
There's no
look,
other place they'd rather be.
yo,
So
listen,
I
yo,
don't
it's so
understand
easy
why they didn't
catching
come over
shit.
and kick it.
Like I knew that she was over here because when she said girl, I was like, yeah, she out here fucking
And her
So now she wants to
studying
name
services.
Black
Aisha like she
Americans.
didn't change her name. You wouldn't name no
Fucking
damn
idiot.
Services.
Aisha.
You
You
fucking
just
knock
came into the
off.
room like
Love,
I
that's on
came
my
into the
birth
room.
certificate.
Hey,
Yeah, so
Aisha,
Your whole
My
Aisha.
profile
grandma's
is a
You
named
ain't you ain't
that.
knockoff
nothing.
of a
Her
Show
Black
great
it.
American
grandma's
woman.
named
Show it.
Aisha.
You
I did
Show
not
fucking
get my
it.
name
knockoff.
from you,
Show
Kundalini,
it.
You're a
please. No, my name is
knockoff.
an Arabic name.
Anybody that looks
And
at
you was
you is
proud of
only
that shit.
wanting
And
to
y'all
be
let
a
it go the
Black
rest of the
American
day.
Like I said, you
You
guys
ain't
keep
yeah,
talking
saying
Aisha
about
nothing
is a
though.
perfect
generational
name,
wealth, but
but that's
Asians
not
also do
naturally
have
a name to
generations
be
in this
named as
country.
an African.
Asians have been in America for 7 generations or
Do they have
100, like
land?
70
They have the
something
land for
So
years.
generational
so
That
they
is
goddamn.
generational.
so how
Girl, you
long
a
they been
goddamn
here,
Is
Aisha.
Aisha?
170 years not, is not generational?
When did
How
Asians
long?
get here?
The round 7 generations ago. If you can do the math, you can
No,
figure it
no,
out.
say
That's
the
What
number.
year? What
Yeah, you
year?
around
better try to
170
stay
100 years ago.
years.
around.
Seven
This is what
generations.
you
What's
do.
that?
You have no claims. You just
150 years
make.
I
ago?
just stated it.
Listen,
How
I
many years?
asked you
How
when
BX
many?
is
How
just
many
when
trying
years?
to
did
talk
they
to you.
get
She's the
here?
only one
I
that
How many
asked
actually
years
you
is you
understands
when
what
considering
I'm
a
did they
saying.
get here?
generation?
She Just
Are you saying generation as in 100 years, or are you saying
She's
generation as in
ignorant.
how many years do you consider in a
Asians
She
generation?
just
have over
throwing out
around
numbers.
7 to
That's
8
why I asked
generations in
her
America. That's
what
around
year is
176
she
You
referring
know,
years.
seven
to.
generations
When did the
could be
first
700 years, right?
she's,
I'm sorry, what?
Did you know 7 generations could be 700 years, right?
I
she's
do know how to
crazy.
do math. Like, honestly, you say 7 generations is how many years?
I said, 7 generations could be 7 years, right?
Girl, I know you not trying.
7 generations is not
700,
7 years.
I said
Please,
700
please
years.
Got
open
the
the
nerve.
schools.
Listen,
The
why
thing
Oh
do
is,
you
the
my
think,
way
God,
cocky
how many
what?
it
years are
pisses
you
me
considering
off.
a
It
generation?
pisses me off how cocky she is when she
I'm
ain't
Because
saying
telling
No,
you,
shit
it's
because
just
saying
sense.
basic
nothing
Ain't
math.
but
saying
because
shit
ignorant
It's
shit.
sensible.
it's
because you could
actually
It's
sit
very
just
basic
because
math.
nasty.
because
Generations,
listen
Screw
you
it,
can
because
Naya,
listen
calculate
because
this.
guess
Open the
what?
schools,
listen wait
please.
guys
You
wait
just
Other
wait
said
wait wait
seven
wait wait
countries
wait
generations
have
is
wait
how
guys
much?
Wait,
We don't have
guys,
to play
guys,
them
wait,
fucking
wait.
semantic games.
Listen, yo, guys, if y'all know ancestry, right? The reason why we have to understand is what she means when she says a generation is because you could have three generations within a 30-year span. You know what I'm saying? In certain ancestral lines, I've seen that, and I have that in my ancestral line. Three generations fit into 30 years, so that's three generations. But if you talk about generations as in 30 years or 40 years, that has to be understood. Like I said, generations could be 700, span of 700 years, seven generations. So I'm trying to understand what she's talking about. Y'all over
You
here
don't
talking.
understand generations.
She don't understand generations.
Well,
Are
because they don't
you?
really
I
have
don't care
generations.
what she understands. And
They're
D, I'm gonna send
retired.
you this. Oh, I'm sorry, Tiff. I thought
No,
you was
no, no.
going.
I was just saying that she don't really understand generations because they can't really trace their greats, and they didn't grow up like the way that we did. So they can speak
It's
and talk.
not just about that. She's trying to give people claim that don't have no claim in this country. Asians
Hmm.
were excluded from this country. She don't know the history. She's just
She don't know fresh. She's
You know,
speaking
they,
for
You
they,
you.
guys are the
she's
same people
just
that
well,
just
hey,
said the three
shut your
generations is
listen,
can
little
go on
girl.
is
Aisha, you
around
don't
30
think these
You
years.
are
Asian people
30
uneducated.
online
years is
saying
an
And
average of a
you're
generation.
uneducated.
very uneducated,
Jesus
and
Christ.
you
And
don't
that's
think
why I wanted
Asians
you to
10
give her
years per
online
here
generation makes
and
sense.
your
when they
ass
know the
10
would
years per
I can't
generation makes
talk
sense.
with
they know the
Your own
history.
host just said a generation, three generations can be around freaking 30
Don't
years.
matter what
10
the
years a
host
generation?
said. It don't matter what the host said. It
Yo,
don't
yo,
No,
matter what the
because
host
it
said,
very much
girl.
does, because
Stop
it's
playing.
simple math.
I
Are
see you
you
been in
okay?
here cutting up. I
No,
see
are
you been
you
in here
okay?
cutting up.
Yes, I
You got
actually
the
am,
right
because
No,
I can
you're
do
not
voice.
basic
okay
You got
because you
the
math.
sound like
right
a
You
dirty
guys
voice.
were
kid.
having
Can I say
kids
It
and
don't
having
something?
make
your
no sense
children,
for you to
having
be
children early.
women
Y'all
at
can't even
different
freaking basic
women at
math.
different
Go
periods of
back to
time had
school and
children at
You
different
calculate
can't.
this
You
at
shit.
need to
different
go
It
back
is
to
ages.
very
school,
much
uneducated.
and you
easily
got to go to
Stop
school
calculable.
in your
scaring the
Like, what are
homeland.
you
Then
talking about?
stop
you don't
scaring
have
the
a school
free.
in your homeland.
Oh,
That's what that
okay.
Can I say
is.
something?
There's a such
Okay.
thing there's such thing that what they call teen pregnancy today. But back then, people had children at young ages. So yes, there is situations where you have three generations within 30 years.
Very
And
much
My
so.
the
That is
Can
still
child is
statistics
very
is
much
not
But
very
very
good.
I feel like
unlikely. A
she's trying to
generation,
deflect.
a
First of
regular
all,
generation.
she's trying to say that these people have some standing in this country that they do not have.
That's not what I'm trying to
Shut
claim
up.
at
The
all.
Asian Exclusion Act was a real thing. Asians were not allowed into this country until after our civil rights bills passed. That gave
Fresh, what
Anyway,
happened?
You gotta be careful because how many times you
Fresh
even
got a
say
call.
certain
No,
cultures
it's not
because
anyway.
some
You need
things
to
are
show respect,
protected.
bitch,
no,
because you're
that
a
was
guest
anyway
here.
because she cut out actually.
You're
Fresh,
a
So she didn't get to
guest.
finish her
You're
Fresh,
in here
statement.
Fresh, your
trying to get
phone.
the live took down by even bringing up them.
hmm
Huh?
Just say this while Fresh, you there? Ancestors has been trying to speak for a minute. Go ahead, Fresh, and then if Ancestors could go ahead and say what you'd like. Go ahead,
I'll let
Fresh.
her go. I have something better. Matundi, are you around? I have a clip of Godfrey
Yes.
talking recently on his thing. I want to send it because he's gonna talk about how these groups were able to get their ass over here. So when this little girl started running around here talking about they 7 generations deep, she crazy.
So when do you think Asians came to America? Just like off the base, off
When
You
rip.
was the
the,
civil
that's
rights
your
bill? She just
argument.
said
Now,
You're
it.
wait,
trying to
y'all,
get
wait.
No,
it.
no, no, no. I'm
Hold
literally
on,
arguing
No,
guys.
that
no,
I
Asians
can
ain't no,
have
no, no,
generations
no.
in this.
this.
Aisha, ain't no. You ain't
Yeah,
running shit over here. She's
exactly.
deflecting, so Ancestors can't get her statement in. You remain on mute, ma'am. You heard me say after Fresh goes Ancestors. Stay on mute. Go ahead, Ancestors, while Fresh gets the
Yo, Fresh,
Godfrey
I'm
thing
yeah.
Fresh,
together.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
let me
Fresh.
just say
Yo,
when I okay,
do
go
you
ahead.
think, do you think that she was? Do you think that she could possibly be referring to like baby boomers, Generation X, millennials? I don't think that she was. I don't even think she knows what those are because she said
No,
seven
she doesn't.
generations
That's why
ago.
I said we'll let ancestor go and then we'll revisit because I'm trying to expose her. This is I already know she don't know this stuff. That's why she's trying to pose the question back to me because she wants me to give her the answers and I'm not.
Ancestors.
Let me just say that as far as the Asians and all that shit she's talking about, that's irrelevant because at the end of the day, nobody, even if you, regardless of where you look, Nobody today is building on the land. They can't grow from the land. They can't produce nothing. Nobody can, but we can. When she's talking about generational wealth and all this, talking about the Asians, that shit it blows my mind how stupid. Because if that's the case, then why is it that they haven't had this land passed beyond us? Because even if you was to go back and research, you would see that we held majority of the land. So common sense will tell you what? What would common sense tell you when you hear that Black Americans own majority of the land? So I don't understand what she's talking about. It's just a whole bunch of babble talking about her name Aisha, bitch. Girl, back up. Your name ain't no fucking Aisha.
What do you
What's
think
your
my name is,
African name?
Sharkeisha? No, please
What's your
stop.
no? It ain't. It
It's on
can
my
be.
birth
It
certificate.
can
You
be
guys keep
for
trying to
you.
claim
It'll
my
be
name. You guys need
Baby
to
for
open
Sharkeisha,
you.
up the
It'll
we
be
schools.
for your
Open
information,
up
we
the
love
schools,
for
Sharkeisha.
you.
please, for the
I'll be
love
that
of
Sharkeisha
God.
Sharkeisha,
real
bitch.
strong.
Open
Stop
up
you
the
right in your
And for
shit.
schools.
your information, I
You
traced
need
Then
to
my
go
feed
back
you
to
to the
mother
school.
beast.
There's a basic origin of
1700s. So you way out your league. Talking about some Asians.
So
This,
okay, Bella. Even if that's the
and
case,
I'll
even if
post the
she's
pictures.
talking about the
I will show
Chinese.
you the
Hold on,
pictures.
excuse
I'll give
me,
you the names.
Bella. Even if she is talking about the Chinese that helped build the railroad, we
That's
still
who she
had land
talking
before
about.
then.
She's being coy, and that's who she talking about. But I'm ready for her though,
our Chinese
because
not
Yo,
I
Asian.
understand
host, can
some
you
of
put
us
people in that time
grew
box
up
joint?
Our
deep in
Chinese
their
not Asian.
history,
Host, can you
baby.
I'm
put people
sorry,
in that
what?
time
I'm gonna talk
box
about
and
ice.
everybody get
That's
a
all I'm
time
gonna talk
box?
about.
So here's the issue.